Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yeah. Can you hear me?
On this 1 2 1 2.
You're three.
1 2 1.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
On this.
You've never had pizza like this. Via 313, Detroit born, Austin inspired. With cheese to the edges and the sauce on top, you'll wonder if you'll ever be able to eat non-Detroit style pizza ever again. Try it at a Via 313 near you.
Dragon Stadium in Round Rock, Texas. This is Game Time Broadcasting. Hank Oppel. This is Bob Slocum on the call tonight. It's homecoming in Round Rock as the second oldest school in Round Rock comes rolling in. The Westwood Warriors come rolling in today, coming off a bye week after a tough loss to Hutto. Currently at a overall 2-4 record, 1-3 in district play. Meanwhile, your Round Rock Dragons had a heartbreaking 33-31 loss to Hutto, dropping them to 3-2 in 25 6A district with a 3-4 overall record. Round Rock still in the driver's seat here, currently sitting at fourth place. Hutto is in the lead at 4-0 in district play. McNeil is at 4-1. Vandergrift 3-1, and Round Rock sitting at 3-2. Vista Ridge is nipping at their heels at 2-2. As for your Round Rock Dragons, the rest of their season shakes out tonight. Westwood on a bye week. They're away at Kelly Reeves against Stony Point, and we come back home to wrap up the season against Vandergrift. A lot. If you look at the 25 6A rankings, there is a lot of movement that's going to happen. Hutto tonight against Stony Point, then Vandergrift, Vista Ridge, and McNeil. So they've got probably the toughest schedule. McNeil, again, on a bye this week. Cedar Ridge, Manor, Hutto is their schedule. Vandergrift, Manor tonight, then they get Hutto, Round Rock Westwood, and then Round Rock Dragons. So a lot of shaking and moving. Vista Ridge is going to look at playing Cedar Ridge tonight, Manor next week, Hutto, and they're going to wrap up their season on November 7th against Westwood. As for the Westwood Warriors, they come in here with Cooper Waits leading the way with 9 touchdown passes. They've got a low center of gravity, Wade Allen, averaging about 149.7 yards per game, and receiving Drew Norrell, the senior wide receiver, averaging about 77.5 yards per game. As for your Round Rock Dragons, tonight, it'll be quarterback Dove Stickler, the junior, getting his third start of the season, with a 48 of 56 attempts for 823 yards, 7 touchdowns, and just 1 interception, with a highly impressive 86% completion rate. I expect to see similar movement with Jack Oppel in and out of the game. Jack Oppel comes in with a 58-95, 807 yards passing, and 5 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. From a rushing, it's all the Brady Cochran show. Brady with 128 carries, 649 yards, and 9 touchdowns, averaging 5.07 yards per carry. And then a number 2 kind of knotted up between this junior, Ryan Suwaitis, 35 carries, 302 yards, 5 touchdowns. He's averaging an impressive 8.63 yards per carry. And the senior twin brother to Brady Cochran, Alex Cochran, the senior running back, 20 carries, 170 yards, 3 touchdowns, with a highly impressive 85 yards per carry. In the Coffee with Coaches, we had a great interview today with Dove Stickler, and he talked about his very best friend for most of his life, Dylan Yeager. Really, it's the Dylan Yeager and Daniel Berry show. Dylan Yeager, the junior, 38 receptions, 659 yards, 6 touchdowns, with a whopping 17.34 yards per catch. And senior Daniel Berry, who really nearly single-handedly beat Hutto last week with some, as Hank Oppel put it, some big boy catches. Daniel Berry, 35 catches, 302 yards, 6 touchdowns, and equally impressive 17.14 yards per catch. So a lot on the line here. Let's take a moment. We're going to go out and see the coach's interview. We'll be back in a minute. All right, Bob Slocum with Game Time Broadcasting, Week 8, here with Coach Moore. How's things going, Coach?
It's going good, going good.
So first, let's go back to last Friday night. Hutto, tough loss. Everyone wants to know what happened at halftime here. Looked like there was a second on the clock. They reset up the field goal team, and then suddenly the officials confer, and suddenly you guys are running to the huddle.
Yeah, so I mean, it is what it is, but I thought the same thing. Like what you saw is what I thought. And I thought there was 1 second left to get the field goal unit out there and see if we kick a field goal, and we're fixing to line up and kick it, and they just decided that it was they all decided that it was no time left in the game or in the half. So, I mean, it is what it is. Just had to kind of go with the flow and get the guys to the halftime and just try to make adjustments and get ready for the second half.
So more importantly, how do you keep your cool? Look, I'm in the booth, and we talked at halftime up in the booth, like we got to get a little more professional. Yeah. We're a little bit whining about it and complaining up there. You've got to get a team of players ready at halftime, make your adjustments, refocus. How do you turn that switch off, and how do you keep the professionalism?
Yeah, so I mean, obviously I had to give my 2 cents to the referees and just make sure they understood that. And what my opinion on it was, obviously, it's, in favor of us having a second left. But then you're right. Like I have to get to the kids and I have to get them, their mind right, and we can control what we can control. It's kind of the whole message that I always try to give the kids. Like, control what you can control. Like, if you can't control what the decision was made on the field right before halftime, we just got to get in the locker room, make the adjustments, and go out and get ready to play in the second half.
So, after watching the tape, what are the key takeaways?
Yeah, like the greatest thing about just Round Rock football in general, and what I love about coaching here is our kids are always going to play hard, and that is continuously showing up on film. Our kids are playing their butts off. They're flying to the ball. They're our O-line's doing a really good job. Our receiving core is doing a really good job blocking on the perimeter. So it's fun to see our kids just go out there and compete and play hard.
Who's let's take a look through all 7 weeks, kind of who's standing out? Is there anybody that's kind of stands out, their efforts from like preseason of where they were to where they've evolved to today?
Yeah, so I think one guy that kind of stands out is Brady Cochran. I think he's done a phenomenal job just being an offensive leader in his running back room, but also for the entire offense. I think he's done a great job just doing what he was coached to do, and not having to be anything extravagant. Like, he's not having to make like outstanding plays. He's just doing what we're asked to do. But obviously, it's nice for him to be pretty athletic and really, really tough. And so it's nice for seeing him show up. But just like a big shout out and want to make sure that these guys are recognized is a guy like Nathan Grenier, a guy like Lucas Alanis. Like those guys have done a phenomenal job playing guard for us. They're playing through bumps and bruises and there's tougher nails but I think they've done a phenomenal job this year and just continue to keep on impressing me week in and week out.
So we moved to a rivalry week 8, Round Rock Westwood, probably one of our biggest rivalries, oldest rivalries, I should say, right? Yeah. Oldest rivalries. How do you keep the team focused, going straight ahead, and really they've grown up with some of these kids. Yeah. It can get a little chirpy at times. How do you keep them above the line?
Yeah. I just try to, honestly, I try to get them to treat this as any other game and just know that all the chirpiness and all that ain't worth it. I always try to encourage the guys, like, if you're going to do any kind of talking, talk with your pads, not with your mouth. That's something that we always say. Make them feel you, not hear you, like stuff like that. And just be physical, like go out there and just but like worry about us. And that's another saying that you'll hear our, kids and coaches say all the time. It's about us. Like, we've got to get better. We've got to do our jobs individually, which collectively in turn, helps with the success of the team.
So looking at Westwood, what have you seen on tape? What do they show?
Man, I can tell you, like, they are, dangerous offensively. They do a really good job controlling the clock. They get big up front, meaning they bring a lot of guys into the box and, have a really good, they do a really good job establishing the run, which is, it's tough when you kind of bottle it all up in there. And, the running back does a really good job. I think he's averaging, 100 plus yards a game, and that's, playing some really good competition. The quarterback does a really good job just, managing the offense, but makes the throws that are necessary. The Norwell kid, that's number 4, like, he's a really good receiver. Like,
it's not an interview unless it get calls.
But he does a really, really good job, he does a really good job just making sure that, are getting out into space and does, really good route runner, that kind of thing. They have some timing routes that are very difficult to defend. So it's going to be a challenge for sure, offensively. And then defensively, they do some things that they've mixed it around and have shown plenty of looks for us to have to prepare in a way that we're having to give our offense many different looks, which is tough on our coach because you have to make sure that you are not just giving them all the stuff. You're giving them like the meat and potatoes to make sure that we're able to block the core of what they do. But at the same time, it's a lot, and then, special teams wise, they're solid. Like they're just solid special teams guys. Like they're going to take advantage of bad punts. They're going to have a great kickoff return setup. They're going to have a good punt team and good coverage with a good operation time with the snapper to the punter. Like they just do everything, pretty solid, which is obviously special teams wise, which we're always looking for.
So 2 tough losses, 3-2 district play. We leave both of those games kind of feeling like, hey, we could have gone either way, right? Really 1 play difference, 2 play differences in those games. But Bill Parcells used to always say, you got to get to the dance. Yeah. Right. You're in 4th place in district. You control your destiny. How do you, the last time Vista Ridge, we had a tough loss. The team rallied out and, dominated the next 2 games. How do you relay this message that, hey, boys, you guys control your destiny here?
Yeah. Well, just kind of addressing the 2 losses, like I think that I take quite a bit of blame for that. Just being almost too aggressive and trying to, get some points early and then end up having to chase points. Like I'll take the blame for a lot of that, or most of that. But getting our kids just revved up, ready to roll to play the next one is it's tough to do, honestly. Like you gotta, we're in the 8th week of no off week. Like we've had a lot of, we've been going for 10 weeks total now straight, with no off days and nothing, no weekends off or anything like that. And so, just got to be smart about, practice plans and logistics and all that kind of thing. But then at the same time, motivate them in a way so they're preparing themselves to perform on Friday night. Did I answer the question?
Yeah, absolutely. But I'm going to drill into what you just said because I like what you just said. You take the blame on an aggressiveness.
Yeah.
Talk to me a little bit about that. What do you mean in that area?
So, at Vista, we ran a 2-point play with our swinging gate stuff, and didn't capitalize on that, and so they kind of put us a point down. Well, we lost by 1 point, right? And then in Hutto, we did the same thing. We got a point down, then started chasing points.
Yep.
We didn't convert on the 2-point conversion, but then the next touchdown we scored, we try to go for 2 to even it up, and so now we only had 12 points rather than 14 points.
Yeah.
And so that ends up, and we did the couple times. I think we only converted 1 PAT out of 5 touchdowns. So if you add those all up, it's 35-33. So stuff like that is, yes, it's good to be aggressive at the same time. Lesson learned on my end, but you got to be aggressive at the same time. You got to be smart.
It's always easy for us to sit in the stands and say, well, you should have kicked the field goal there, the extra point. The extra point. But the other side is, the other argument is if you get those 2-point conversions, you're separating the score, you're putting them. It's kind of that Dan Campbell up in the Detroit Lions, right? Who has we're always going to go for it.
Yeah.
Versus taking the points that you're given. He's always going to go for it. But that also instills a belief in the team, like, hey, I believe in you to go execute. So at the same time, it's kind of like a no-win.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it is what it is. Like I said, I've obviously go back to the drawing board, and I feel like one of my attributes as a coach is I'm very self-reflective. So I'm always going to blame myself and make sure I come in here and get myself right before I, go have to correct anybody else or anything else. So I'm going to make sure that I'm right and adjust my thought process and what I do before I go out and adjust anything else. So I'll make sure to if the timing's right, we'll take advantage of it.
Yep. So a team identity. I'm going to have 3-part question, 2 more questions. So one's a 3-part. Let's talk team identity real quickly. 1 week, Maynard, we come out and 8 seconds in the first quarter before we run. Last game, a little bit heavier on the run up front. Even look at wide receivers. I'm going through the stats. You got 2, I call them dudes, right? Yeah. 2 big names, Yeager, Barry, and their stats are almost identical.
Yeah.
You got, obviously, Brady Cochran's kind of separated himself in the running back room, but you look at Ryan Suetis and Alex Cochran, and they're both putting up big numbers, almost mirroring each other in there. So offensively, what do you see as the team identity through 7 weeks?
I would say explosive. Explosive meaning
And we'll pause. And we'll pause for the national anthem. And we'll pause. And we'll pause for the national anthem. Alrighty, and we're back in the VIA 313 booth. We've got cameras on the field. We've got instant replay tonight thanks to Vista Equity. For tonight's starting lineups for your Round Rock Dragons, starting at wide receiver, the senior number 2, Daniel Barry. Starting in the slot, number 17, Dylan Yeager. Starting at right tackle, number 70, Colton Steed. Starting at right guard, number 63, Lucas Alanis. Starting at center, number 62, Ben Pittman. Starting at left guard, number 72, Nathan Grenier. Starting at left tackle, number 71, Mark Marino. Starting at wide receiver, number 6, Dylan Harper. Starting as the Y receiver, number 18, Jonah Musey. Starting running back tonight, number 26, Brady Cochran. And your starting quarterback, number 12, Dove Stickler. This is Game Time broadcasting on the call tonight for your Round Rock Dragons Westwood game, homecoming night. We'll have a little bit longer halftime. Hank Oppel on the call with Bob Slocum. How you doing, Hank?
Doing all right. Ready to see a Dragon win tonight. Ready to see the Dragons really, after that tough loss against Hutto, bounce back, and so that every game from now on is a must win. Backs against the wall. It's time to see what this Dragon team is really capable of and what they're made of. So I'm just excited. We got the instant replay machine. I'm ready.
And I'm sorry about that we had this up over Luke Ramsey receiving a scholarship award tonight. Mm-hmm. Outstanding young man. I've known him since he was in kindergarten. Mm-hmm. And, just really proud of a young man. He's overcome a lot of injuries over the last couple of years. This year, senior year, broke his left hand and then ended up breaking a finger. Came back, played with a cast on, got cleared to play, broke a finger on his other hand. So wrapped up with both hands, is still in there on the defensive line, getting a lot of reps, and had a couple of big plays. A couple weeks ago against Maynard, blew up a reverse. Just really good to see an outstanding young man. Congratulations to Luke Ramsey, his parents, his sister, just an outstanding family. But Luke Ramsey recognized and receiving a scholarship. And speaking of that, I need to pull this up. I'd like to pull this up is what I should say. And let me read this. So this was the actual award from Jacob with Great American Rivalry Series. We're the sponsor of the Round Rock versus Westwood game this Friday, and wanted to inform you that Luke Ramsey has been selected as the scholar athlete for Round Rock High School and will receive a $250 scholarship money. And we will do a scholar athlete presentation, which you just saw before the game. So I'd like to congratulate him as we come out for the coin toss tonight's game. And Hank, you're familiar with this, the Great American Rivalry Series. And once again, it's the Round Rock and Round Rock Westwood, the two oldest schools, Round Rock being the oldest, the namesake, founded around 1913. Later, Round Rock Westwood, about, 8 miles to our west.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we didn't do the Great American Rivalry Series when I was here, but the year after they did. And I was here last year watching my brother play, and Westwood is our oldest rival. I mean, the last few years, Round Rock has beaten them. I think it's been a while since Westwood's beaten us. The closest they got was my senior year, and we ended up winning that one anyways. So, this is a grudge match. They hate losing to us. They do. This is, if you want to look at it like a college rivalry, they're burnt orange and we're maroon. You know what I mean? And it's those two colors in college don't like each other. The two colors in high school don't like each other. So it's
pretty amazing.
It's like, trust me, like you see the record, and Round Rock definitely has a better record, but my dad played here and he doesn't like them. We got a guy in the chat, Mr. Cornelius. He wants a Round Rock Westwood brawl like it's 1995.
Love it. And you've got back, 87, class Antonio Di Gesualdo. I remember playing at a baseball game. He's like, I hate this team.
I think Coach Carter, when he played here, I don't think he ever lost to him. Coach Gesh, I believe, who was here last year, I think he lost to them once, and he hates it. So people say, "Oh, Round Rock, they win all these games." It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the records are. This game is a grudge match. Will always be a grudge match, and that's what makes this rivalry so much fun to watch every year in and year out.
So we're in Round Rock, and here we go on the kickoff. And that one by Irizarry is going to go out the back of the end zone. And we'll get our first look tonight at Westwood as they start off from the 25-yard line when we come back. From delivery day to every stage of womanhood, Dr. Marco Uribe is here for it all. Born in Laredo, trained at Yale, and trusted in Austin for over 20 years. Whether it's hormone therapy, surgery, or compassionate care, Dr. Uribe delivers more than medicine. He delivers confidence. So Westwood led by cornerback Cooper Waits, 9 touchdown passes on the season. They're going to spread it out to start out.
Linebacker blitz.
Oh, he got absolutely lit up on that play. Number 34 for Round Rock.
Target was number 9 for Westwood. I believe that is Asher David, senior receiver. That pressure got to him a little bit, just overthrew the football a bit.
Great play. Jason Nold, linebacker for Round Rock, absolutely blew him up on the play.
We were talking about how aggressively they played on offense. I mean, that's the first play of the game, and they sent both backers. They're playing aggressive, and they're trying to get the ball back immediately.
Oh, if that ball gets away, that's a live football. He's going to cover it up on the 3. Waits is able to get on it, and that's going to be a huge loss. 22-yard loss. It was a low snap, gets past him. Leave on 4.
And so
we're not going to go to the replay just yet because I don't want to lose a play action here. They're going to go with the running back in the low snap again, handoff,
and
drops his shoulder, and great play number 33 for your Dragons, steps up, closes it. Zayden Johnson with the tackle.
Zayden Johnson hasn't been starting for the Dragons very much. Still gotten a bunch of playing time at a corner. He's just super soft right here on Dragons for the corner position. Good to see him finally get into his stride and he start this game. So that will bring up a Westwood punt in their own end zone.
Wade Allen on the carry. Great play by Zayden Johnson to shut that down. Kick is a short kick. They're going to leave that one alone. And that one's going to bounce out of bounds around the 32-yard line, and we'll be back in a minute. From delivery day to every stage of womanhood, Dr. Marco Uribe is here for it all. Born in Laredo, trained at Yale, and trusted in Austin for over 20 years. Whether it's hormone therapy, surgery, or compassionate care, Dr. Uribe delivers more than medicine. He delivers confidence. Alrighty, we're back. It's Dove Stickler getting the start tonight. First play of the game, play action. Quick pass to Yeager. Yeager breaks a tackle, spins out of another one, taken down at the 19-yard line. 20-yard line. That'll be a 1st and 10 for your Dragons.
Got 4 receivers down at the bottom of your screen. That was another screen pass.
Dylan Yeager with the catch, and he's going to get taken down by 3 Warriors. It's number 11 and number 7 for the Warriors. That's Colton Case and number 11, Finn Cheney on the tackle. Coach Tenney already giving us different looks. We're going to go trips right this time.
Nobody in the backfield. There's a tight end down there on the right side.
Yeager in motion. Handoff goes Yeager. He's going to cut it up.
That might be a loss on the play. Yeah, it's going to be a 1-yard loss. Very rare to see out of Yeager right there. I mean, they did have like a few Westwood Warriors wrapping him up.
That'll bring up 3rd and 7 from the 17-yard line.
Here comes Dylan Harper. Super sophomore, number 6 in. Trips right. Nobody in the backfield. Going to go 5 wide. Be a free play.
Ball is up and just out of the reach.
Was thrown up to Dylan Harper, the sophomore. Looked like he had a pretty good beat on it. Maybe he just lost that. Defensive back did jump up in just the right amount of time. Maybe just lost track of it.
Number 1, Logan Miller on the coverage. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 7 from the 17-yard line. So we'll move the chains. Well, I'm sorry, we'll move the stick 5 yards. It's going to make it a very manageable 3rd down and 2.
Out comes Dylan Harper for Jonah Mussey, the junior tight end.
Other key players to watch. Daniel Berry on the bottom of your screen.
Wouldn't be surprised if they throw something up here to him.
They've got him isolated one-on-one coverage. Oh, just underthrows.
Throws a slant to Dylan Yeager. Timing was a little off. Throws it behind and low. Luckily out of the reach of the defensive back as well. He gets hit like right after he throws the football. That's a hard throw to make.
They're going to bring Jack Oppel entering the game now.
With Jacob Moore, another senior tight end. You know, they've been bringing in Jack last game, especially to use his legs in that read option look. It really puts the pressure on the defensive end and those linebackers because then they got to decide where they're going to go and when they're going to do it.
And Oppel with 807 yards passing can kill you either way. Handoff goes Cochran. He's going to barrel his way up to the 8-yard line. That'll move the sticks. 1st and goal for Round Rock.
And so we're going to show you a quick replay here. If we could. Never mind.
Yep.
We got to do a little bit quicker.
Yep, we got to work on this.
Handoff.
Cochran off the right end. He's got the corner. It's going to be a holding penalty. It's going to be a holding penalty on the wide receiver on the right side. Hooked the end.
So they are going to call holding.
And
So that'll back us up 10 yards. It'll be 1st and goal from the 18.
yes, 1st and goal from the 18. Dove Stickler back in. You also heavy on the wide receiver set here. Watch Daniel Berry up there on the top of the screen.
Dove Stickler back in at quarterback.
And it's a swing pass to Yeager. Yeager finds a seam up through the 10, taken down at the 8-yard line.
It'll make it 2nd and 8 for the Dragons.
Picked up 10 on the play.
There is another flag on the play.
And it looks like they're telling more that's going to be a hold. It is a hold against Round Rock.
Dragons. I didn't see a hold.
We're going to try to clip if we get a touchdown on
Yeah,
this
try
play,
to
so
clip
that way we'll
touchdown.
save that replay. Again, unfortunately, the technology came in yesterday
Today.
evening, and then we had to do an update on the hardware on the instant replay machine.
Big shift here for the Dragons.
Dove Stickler,
Look at it,
it's
two tight end
Cerritos
look.
in the backfield. Play action. Ball is up,
Throws the check
Yeager.
down to Yeager.
and he's knocked out of bounds at the 10-yard line. That's going to bring up a 2nd down. You know, that's a great play there. They just picked up 14 yards on the catch.
So, see, I'm trying to see where he stepped out here real quick. So, yeah, we're not really going to get that real quick.
We're going to have to mark it.
I'm about to say, I got to be faster.
Cerritos in. Dove Stickler out of the shotgun. Yeager in motion. The pass to Berry. And Berry's hit by 4 Warriors. There is another flag on the play. It's going to be another hold against Round Rock. A really uncharacteristic drive.
So I'm going to look and see where this hold was. I mean, I'm very curious on where it could have been. See, that flag is thrown right there. Maybe on 70, Colton Steed. I really don't see it.
Unless they're calling it right here on the
See,
right side of the line,
you see,
maybe.
he throws that flag right then.
Yeah, Yeah, I see it.
Say,
It's on the right side.
Right side. Yeah. Well, good thing we have instant replay to see that.
Thanks to Vista Equity Wealth, Bob Tabor. Good thing we didn't have a pen because we'd have Hank Oppel up here drawing everything out.
I'd be drawing everything out, dude.
Out of the shotgun. Play action. Ball is up for Barry. Oh, just out of his reach. Dove's going to wish he had that one back. I like the play there, Hank, right? You had one-on-one coverage. Barry, like you said, I think last week, made several big boy catches.
Mm-hmm. So he had the receiver open. I mean, he gets a really good break out of it. And so he gets at the break, and it's a good throw. It's just they're looking for some sort of defensive penalty. They're just not going to get it here.
3rd down and 19. Well, 3rd and goal from the 19, I should say. Another play action pass. Ball is up in the end zone, and you've got collision, and they're going to say incidental. Yeager doesn't like it.
I mean, we go back and look at the replay here. I mean, it's kind of the camera gets it a little bit late, but I mean, you can tell there's hand fighting right all the way through contact. The ball's not even there yet. But the DB was looking for the ball, but then his head goes somewhere else. The kick is up, and the kick is good. Or did they say no?
No, they're saying no good.
Oh, wow.
So Westwood, when we come back, will take over with a 1st and 10.
You've never had pizza like this. Via 313, Detroit born, Austin inspired. With cheese to the edges and the sauce on top, you'll wonder if you'll ever be able to eat non-Detroit style pizza ever again. Try it at a Via 313 near you.
Alrighty, we're back. Handoff to Allen, kicks it out to the left.
It's going to be dragged down. I believe
I want to say 4.
I think it's Colton Shane.
Yeah, Colton Shane with the open field tackle. I love the way Colton Shane plays the game. Another senior in his final homecoming game. Do you remember your final homecoming game, Hank?
I do. I remember it very well. I had a pretty decent game. If I don't say so myself.
Was it at Westwood?
It was.
Too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was Stony Point. Actually.
Stony Point.
Stony Point was my homecoming.
Handoff, and he is snuffed out immediately. Got Peyton Johnson in there. Got a little Jason Nold. Shia Stickler getting in there. Luke Rodriguez, I think, was in the bottom of that pile.
And they're going to drop
Ball's
back to throw
in
it
the air.
to number
Catch is made. That's going to be
17.
just enough for a 1st down.
The ball did come out. I believe he was down.
No, he's saying
though.
down.
So it looks like he was down.
Head linesman's rolling him down. And again, of course, Colton Shane, Jason Nold, little Jack Wensing in there.
Mm-hmm.
Fumble.
Snap.
Ball is on the ground. Quickly covered up by Cooper Waits. Cooper Waits, junior quarterback, 9 touchdowns on the year.
The ball did come out there. You look right here, low snap. It's been a continuing issue in that first drive, and it hasn't really, looks like they haven't fixed it yet.
We're having a lot of fun with this machine. I hope you guys are enjoying it at home. Ball is up, ball is caught, and that play is shut down quickly.
Immediately, I believe that's Wincing on the tackle.
Jack Wensing again. These middle linebackers, I got to get them on Coffee with Coaches. I love the way these two play the game. Go out and watch the Coffee with Coaches from this morning. Great interviews. Coach Tenney. Handoff up the middle. Oh, that snuffed out shy of Stickler with the big hit.
Make it 4th down here for the Dragons.
Loss of a yard. And that's going to bring up 4th down and 16 from the 24-yard line. And Westwood will send out their punt team.
Let's see who is in on this play right here real quick. It looked like he was stopped by Shia immediately.
Yeah, he sniffed it right out.
Here comes the run. Shia held up 2 guys, and Winston came and helped him out.
Harper.
It's a great job at
Dylan Yeager back deep. We're going to have, that looks like a false start on the offense. That'll move him back 5 yards. That's an easy one. It's the one that stops the clock. We got someone watching for Reese Yost.
Oh, yeah?
Let us know where you're listening from.
Got 2 return men back there.
The Dillons.
That's
It'll be Harper. Fields it at the 37. Reverse to Yeager. Breaks it across the 40, 50. He's got the sideline. One man to beat. Oh, he fights his way to the 20. What a great return by Yeager. Takes it to the 20-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 from the Westwood 20.
right there. He goes all the way. And so they decided at number 6, Dylan was the one. And here's the transfer right here. They had this plan. Transfers it to him to confuse. And he has a long stretch all the way down. Free green grass. Some trickery from the Dragons.
I love it. Coach Moore. Give a shout out to Coach Moore, who coaches the special teams. He likes to keep it fresh, likes to put up trick plays in there to kind of keep the kids excited about being on special teams. Quick pass out to Barry. He's hit immediately, shucks the first tackle and the second before getting knocked out of bounds. I'll tell you what, some college is going to get one heck of a receiver next year in Daniel Barry. You know, he kind of reminds me of like that Julian Edelman. A little bit taller, a little bit bigger than a Julian Edelman. Mm-hmm. And I know he's more of an ex-receiver, but just really just a fighter. Gets the ball, tough to take down. Barry on the bottom of the screen. Play action to Yeager. Touchdown, Dragons! That'll be 17-yard touchdown pass from Dove Stickler to Dylan Yeager on the quick slant.
Really wasn't.
Irizarry out for the extra point. Kick is up. And that kick is good. Round Rock takes a 7-0 lead, and we'll be back in a minute.
This Dragons broadcast is brought to you by River Rock Landscaping, where your yard becomes your favorite place to be. From custom designs to turf, irrigation, and outdoor living spaces, they turn ordinary into oasis. Locally owned, proudly Round Rock. Call River Rock Landscaping or visit rrlltx.com to start your dream yard.
Alrighty, we're back from the VIA 313 booth high above Dragon Stadium. This is Game Time Broadcasting, bringing you all Dragon football. Jack Oppel. This is Jack Oppel. Hank Oppel. Maybe I'll get the names right. Hank Oppel. This is Bob Slocum on the call tonight. Exciting. One of the oldest rivalries in Round Rock, Texas. The original since 1913 Round Rock Dragons squaring off against the Westwood Warriors. Scoreboard's only 7-0 Dragons' favor, but really this first quarter with 3:39 left to play has been all Dragons.
Dragons had some misfortune on their first drive. Luckily capitalized on their second drive. Westwood still having problems with their snaps and just getting to the football.
Kick is, that's going to get out of the back of the end zone. Another beaut.
That'll be a touchback.
All righty. Shout out to Justin the Priest. He'll be joining us in the booth at halftime, getting to watch his son, former Dragon Hudson the Priest, playing a little baseball for Alvin. Interesting tidbit. Alvin, home, birthplace too. Come on, you better know this, Hank.
Is what like an artist or is it a
No, it's even bigger. Sports legend.
Sports legend Alvin.
Hall of Famer.
Oh, it's Nolan Ryan.
Nolan Ryan.
Nolan Ryan, that's right. Nolan Ryan.
Low snap. Given to Allen, and he is absolutely pummeled. Jason Nold with the big hit again. The middle linebacker closes that hole and closes it quick.
So it's a different QB in Alex. I believe it's Alex Smith, sophomore QB in for the Warriors in here. I believe who their starting quarterback
Is Waits.
Cooper
Waits is number 12.
So he's no longer in the game. It's number 16, Alex Smith, the sophomore.
Again, not sure if that's an injury. Back to pass. He's hit as he throws, and that ball just sails out of bounds. But I see there's Jack Wensing in on the play.
In comes Cooper Quinn for Nold.
And big 98, Evan Anders.
Looks like they're going to go to some sort of dime look here for the Dragons. As comes in Zayden Johnson, moving Padaville to that dime look. I believe actually moving Shane to that dime look while he goes to play safety.
Fresh line here. Luke Ramsey in, as is Ellis King.
Everything
under pressure. It's Ellis King.
Helmet
comes off. That's a dead play. That's a dead play.
Say in high school that is a
you
dead
are
play.
done. That play is over.
Say in high school that play is dead. I believe in college they can stay, if they have the ball they can play it out. I think that's the rule, right? Or is
I don't know. I thought it's a dead play because it's an injury risk, and with the he's got to come out of the game too. Your helmet comes off
for a play, yes.
So
unless their coach wants to burn a timeout here.
It is number 16, the backup quarterback, Alex Smith, the sophomore.
In comes Cooper Waits, the starter who started this game. Will that
I don't know if it was just to give him. I mean, Cooper, he looks fine. He sprinted on the field. I don't know if that was just like we see it planned.
Will that result in a loss of down?
He's down. Yeah.
So it should be fourth. But they're acting like it's still third down.
Yeah, it's fourth down. It's a fourth and long.
And so their coach is going to go ahead and burn a timeout.
Fourth and 16 or 17. Fourth and 17 from the 18-yard line when we come back.
From delivery day to every stage of womanhood, Dr. Marco Uribe is here for it all. Born in Laredo, trained at Yale, and trusted in Austin for over 20 years. Whether it's hormone therapy, surgery, or compassionate care, Dr. Uribe delivers more than medicine. He delivers confidence.
And we're back for Westwood versus Round Rock homecoming match at Round Rock High School. As the Westwood Warriors take the field, 4th and 17 at their own 18-yard line. They're going to go ahead and get punt formation. And again, they're going to have two returners back there We've already showed him one trick. I wonder if there's going to be multiple more.
Number 6, Dylan Harper. And number 17, Dylan Yeager. Yeager with a nice return.
There are 2 returners back there out of cam.
Kick is away from the 7-yard line. This one will be Harper, fielded at the 40.
No trickery this
Across
time.
the 50. And he's going to fight his way all the way up to the 45. On the short side of the 50, it'll be 1st and 10 for the Dragons. Dragons with outstanding field position all night.
.226 left in the first quarter. Dragons, I don't think they've started a possession on their side of the 50 yet.
They haven't.
They
No,
haven't.
they haven't.
Still early in this game. Still a lot of things can happen, but everything's looking really good for the Dragons as of right now.
Dove Stickler out of the shotgun. Brady Cochran to his right. Under pressure, and down he goes. Looks like the ball comes out. They got him. They got a strip sack of Dove Stickler, and Westwood recovers the fumble. It'll be a 1st and 10 for Westwood.
So we're trying to see who hit it out. He was dropping back to pass. 13 gets around the edge, and he gets a clip of that arm, as we can see right there. Clips it out. That is a fumble. Trying to see who recovered it as well. Number 40 for Westwood recovers the fumble, it looks like. Some unlucky play here for the Dragons to start that drive. Westwood will take over.
You said number 40, Jacob Brown, the senior.
Say 13 came and got it. He was there'll be a run by number 5. Has some open room. Looks like he's going to get 8 or 9 yards there, maybe even enough for a first down. They're going to mark him down 9 yards to be 2nd and 1 for the Westwood Warriors.
Allen on the carry.
Yeah, number 13 was with the strip sack right there. Jack Kelly, the senior linebacker, and then recovered by number 40, Jacob Brown, the senior defensive lineman. Handoff number 5.
Allen fights his way, picks up about 7. That'll be first down, Westwood.
First contact by Jack Winston, I think also helped by Jason Nold, if I am correct.
Allen on the carry again, barrels his way up the middle. Another big first down run, picks up 8 on the carry.
Really starting to get into their groove of things, running the football. That's what we're seeing. It looked like those first few drives where they had the jitters. Offensive line seems to be moving a lot faster, with a lot more, how do you know how to say it? More intensity. A lot more intensity, more.
Handoff Allen again, up the middle. They found something. He breaks through, and he trips him up. Gets him, falls down at the 2. It was a great carry by Allen. Parted like the Red Sea. That'll bring up first and goal.
First and goal here
from the
Westwood.
3-yard line. And up there, not this time.
Completely stopped. I believe that's Hunter Wyndham on the blitz. Junior strong safety, I believe. Number 32, Hunter Wyndham.
Great play. Blew that one up in the backfield. That looks like it's going to be, I know it's a loss. It actually looks like they're going to mark it on the 4.
So,
loss of 1 on the play. 2nd and goal from the 4.
Big set here. Multiple tight ends.
Waits with the carry. Lets it and trips him up. There's a penalty flag comes flying in there.
On the play.
But Cooper Martinez, and it looks like Jason Nold in on the tackles. This is going to be a holding penalty. That'll send them back, and we'll replay the down.
We make it 2nd and... We'll make it 2nd and 14 for the Westwood Warriors. 2nd and goal, but 14 yards to go. One man in the backfield, 4 receivers out.
Back to pass. Ball is up. And that's going to be in for a touchdown. Westwood on the post. And it's number 9 for Westwood with the reception. That's going to be Asher David, the senior wide receiver.
So we're going to go look at this play. I mean, that was a great pitch and catch right there. Good protection by number 5, picking up the linebacker. Comes in. Contested catch by, I believe, is that Zayden Johnson? No, that's Colin Padaville, safety. And he just inches over. Go back. And the kick is up.
Kick is good. And that's going to knot us up at 7. And we'll be back in a minute.
Dragon Football appreciates our sponsors. Just Graze, NYSA, Home Solutions, Beth Fitzmaurice with Everett Realty, True Smoke, South State Bank, Q1 Media, Better You, Centro Event Space, Kappa Austin, Santiago Paint and Home Improvements, Bush's Chicken, JT Reisdorf State Farm, and Watkins Insurance.
So it looks like the penalty flag is a unsportsmanlike on the extra point by Round Rock. Officials are going to come over and explain it to Coach Moore and Coach Carter. Coach Carter's not happy about it.
As we say, this is a rivalry game. These two teams do have a grudge against each other, regardless of how well each other are playing in the year. Things get a little chippy, here at Round Rock, we shouldn't be doing that, though. Extracurriculars, it's not what we do,
You hear the term be real, right? BREAL, right? Brotherhood, relentless effort is the RE, and the AL?
Above the line right there. It's ingrained into you the moment you step on campus as a freshman and you want to put on a helmet and wear a jersey for Round Rock. Those are the things you got to know. Both Dylan Yeager and Harper back to return.
And we'll see what Coach Moore has to dial up here to get a little bit more favorable field positioning as both Dylan Harper and Dylan Yeager are going to line up on about the 8-yard line. Well, we're moving back a little bit. They're going to be on the 5-yard line.
So, yeah, they're going to put the Westwood kicker as unsportsmanlike. It'll be 15 yards from the kicking position. So it'll be 15 from the opposite 40, which will end up on Dragon 45-yard line.
Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised to see an onside kick here. This would be a favorable field position to try it. And there it is.
Oh,
and they... Hold on a second. Let's see what... Nope, I think the ball went out of bounds. That'll be Round Rock football. They took a great bounce for Westwood. They almost had it, but it looks like he knocked it out of bounds.
It looked like he came up for it, and I'm trying to get back to it as fast as I can. See, it looks like he almost goes up and gets it. Just out of his hands. Barry is able to get it out a little bit.
So good job, Barry. Looks like Barry kind of disrupted it.
Barry at number 29.
Cooper Martinez. Coop-a-doop.
Sophomore. Is he a sophomore?
No,
he's a junior.
Junior. He's a junior.
He's a junior.
Great kid. I got to interview him 2 weeks ago. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Dragons, starting this drive on their own 27-yard line.
Coach Moore's not very happy because we did signal a fair catch, and and if you make contact with him, I think that is a penalty, even if you are going for the football.
It's going to be Ryan Cerwaitis in the backfield. Griffin in motion. Play action, quick pass. It's Yeager with the catch. Jukes the first guy, picks up about 12 on the catch. That'll be enough for an Airco first down. Thanks to all our sponsors. All first downs brought to you by Airco. Round Rock's going to go with the up-tempo. Handoff Cerwaitis. He's going to barrel his way through a couple.
For a gain of around 3 yards. They've got him marked at 3 or 4 yard gain.
That'll bring up a 2nd down and 7 from the 41-yard line. Thanks for being patient with us. We are learning. We are learning how to use the instant replay machine here.
And that'll be the end of the first quarter.
And we'll take a quick break, and we'll be back in a minute.
From delivery day to every stage of womanhood, Dr. Marco Uribe is here for it all. Born in Laredo, trained at Yale, and trusted in Austin for over 20 years. Whether it's hormone therapy, surgery, or compassionate care, Dr. Uribe delivers more than medicine. He delivers confidence.
Alrighty, from the Via 313 booth, high above Dragon Stadium, Hank Oppel, this is Bob Slocum on the call. Round Rock ball, 2nd down and 7 from the 41-yard line, moving left to right on the screen. And that's going to be another penalty. It's going to be a false start again against the Round Rock Dragons. This is unbelievably uncharacteristic. Alaniz is going to come in the game.
73 will leave for the Dragons. I believe that's Castaneda, number 73 for the Dragons. If I'm wrong, please correct me in the chat. It'd be very helpful.
Snap, play action. Beautiful pass. Barry breaks a tackle, crossed the 40 and tripped up at the 30-yard line. What a pitch and catch from the 36-yard line. He'll take that. I got to think of my math in my head. 34 yards on the catch by Barry. They're going to go up tempo. Play action. Low pass. That one looks like it was intended for Barry again, just too low.
Going back to the well there. Jack Oppel comes in for Dove Stickler along with Brady Cochran for Dove and Ryan Suedas.
Got Mussey in the game. Daniel Barry on the top of the screen. It's Dylan Yeager in the slot on the top. Oh. Handoff goes Yeager. Breaks a couple of tackles across the 20. He's going to fight his way to the 10-yard line. Finally knocked out of bounds at the 9. That's going to be 1st and goal for the Dragons. And another Airco 1st down. And another penalty flag. And this is going to be a hold against the Dragons. All right, so you played for Coach Moore. You played for Coach Carter. What is this halftime going to sound like, Hank?
I never played offensive line. I never got called for holding penalties. But sometimes you hear them, even when you're not super close to them. And you'll probably hear some to the degree of, we got to get it fixed. Stop doing that. But in a different words, different tones.
Back to pass. Dove Stickler puts it up just out of the reach of Dylan Yeager.
There's a flag on the play. Yeah, no, they're going to definitely, in the halftime, they're going to set the standard. And the standard is not to hold. That you need to get where you need to go.
That one is a penalty against Westwood. It's a 5-yard penalty. That's going to bring up a 2nd down and 15 from the 35-yard line. There was offsides on the defense. Another pass. Screen is set up perfectly for Brady Cochran. Breaks a couple of tackles. And it's going to take two Warriors to take him down, but not before another Airco first down at the 20. Oh, no, I'm sorry.
Not quite a first down.
Not quite a first down. Picked up 11 yards.
Another flag on the play.
And that's another holding penalty against Round Rock.
Let's see where they're finding this holding penalty at right here. So they're going to get number 71. Yep. On the Dragons. I personally don't like the call, but hands were outside of the frame. Not a big fan of the call, but it's the call we were given.
Second and long. Dove back to pass. Ball is up. And that's going to be Barry with the catch. Quickly tackled by number 1, Logan Miller with the tackle.
In comes Dylan Yeager.
3rd and 25 from the 45-yard line.
And in goes Harper for Jonah Mussey. Ryan Llewellyn comes out for Dylan Yeager as well. And
that's going to be timeout taken by Westwood.
Saw something they didn't like, and he immediately called a timeout. I figured they were doing something fishy over there.
And we'll be back in a minute.
Moving soon? Let Ostex Moving take the stress off your shoulders. Owned by a proud Round Rock Dragons alum, Ostex is your go-to team for fast, reliable, residential and commercial moves across Texas. From packing to unpacking, we handle it all, with expert care and same-day service available. Call Ostex Moving for a free quote today, and go Dragons.
And we're back from the VIA 313 booth high above Dragon Stadium. Game Time Broadcasting on the call tonight. Hank Oppel, this is Bob Slocum. 10 minutes, 13 seconds left in the second quarter. And this one's all knotted up. Round Rock, Dragon 7, Westwood Warriors 7.
Coming off a Westwood timeout, Westwood coach not seeing something he liked at all. Another big shift here from the Dragons.
Let's see what Coach Tenney dials up now. Ball is up, going deep, and just out of the reach of Daniel Barry. That'll bring up a 4th and long, 4th and 18. And it looks like they're going to go for it. They're going to send Jack Oppel into the game. Dove's been a little bit off the mark, very uncharacteristically. Coming in the night, 86% completion rate.
This Westwood defense is really standing up, and after that first drive, they really haven't allowed the Dragons to do very much. I mean, not the first drive, but that second drive, the first scoring drive, they really haven't let the Dragons do very much.
That's a punt by Oppel. He's going to drop that one. Oh, dropped it on the 5. Takes an unfriendly roll for the Dragons into the end zone. And we'll be back in a minute.
Moving soon? Let Ostex Moving take the stress off your shoulders. Owned by a proud Round Rock Dragons alum, Ostex is your go-to team for fast, reliable, residential and commercial moves across Texas. From packing to unpacking, we handle it all, with expert care and same-day service available. Call Ostex Moving for a free quote today, and go Dragons.
We're back. Westwood takes control at their own 20-yard line.
Handoff goes to Allen, and he is absolutely pummeled.
And number 29, Cooper Martinez, comes down to fill the gap. Hits him, and I mean, he goes straight down. Straight down. That's what you want as a defense. When you hit somebody, he goes straight down.
Koopa Doop on the tackle. Second quarter action brought to you by Austex Moving. I'd like to start calling River Rock Landscapes a little bit more, our touchdown sponsor. Handoff, Allen, and he is hit immediately. You got Max Williams, and on the bottom of that pile, linebacker Jason Knowles. He's had his name called a lot tonight.
Make it 3rd and 10 for the Westwood Warriors. 9 and 12 ticking.
From the 20-yard line. Waits, back to pass. Ball is away. Ooh, nearly picked off. And once again, Jason Knowles nearly had an interception, and he may have had the sideline open.
I mean, we want to go back and look right here. Let's go with the football, and it like graces his fingertips.
That's like the time I was at the Yankee Ranger game, and Ellsbury hit a foul ball, and I T-Rexed it, pulled my arm back, and it skinned my fingertip because I had no desire to try to catch that baseball.
Ball was hit pretty
and I'll tell
hard
you,
right
it just
here,
skimmed my finger, and I
Okay.
said, that's what that ball just did to
can-
Jason Knowles.
I can bet you that ball hit pretty
Punt
hard.
is away.
Pretty good punt.
Yeager's going to field this one at the 43. Sorry, it's Harper. Across the 50. Great return. Taken down at the 47-yard line. That'll be a 1st and 10 for the Dragons. Homecoming night. 8 minutes, 31 seconds until halftime. Shout out to the Mussey family. Yaya and Granddad. I love this. Let us know in the chat where everyone's listening from.
Gove makes a change at the line.
I know 2 weeks ago we had Kuwait. We had Jamaica. Well, that was Justin the Priest on vacation. Back to pass. Ball is up. Carson Griffin with the quick catch. He's hit immediately.
Forward progress will net him 4 yards. And hello from Ryan Serwatis' grandparents watching from Denton, Texas. So we got Denton.
I love Denton. It's where I got my golden doodle during COVID.
Home of the University of North Texas. They're playing pretty well this year. I believe they're 5-1.
Trips to the right. Yeager in motion. Dove's going to step up. Hit. Oh, what a pass. That one completed. Nice throw. He threads the needle. Number 6. Dylan Harper with the reception. Just shy of a first down. That's going to be a 3rd and 2.
Very manageable. 3rd and manageable here for Dragons.
From the 34-yard line. They need to get to the 32 for a first down. Brady Cochran in the backfield. I would expect to run up the middle. They're going to stack the box on this one.
And they got dudes coming already.
Handoff.
Doesn't really matter.
He just moves the line. Brady Cochran just bulldozes his way to the 30. That'll be enough for an Airco first down. All first downs brought to you by Airco AC Electric.
I mean, when I think of a downhill runner, I think of Brady Cochran.
One of the best.
He just gets his foot in the ground. He just, get in front of me, I dare you. That's his mindset down there.
But is it any different? Ryan Serwatis or Alex, his twin brother, Alex Cochran. And there goes Brady again, and he's just going to move people.
And you see, he got hit by 2 different dudes in the backfield while getting the ball handed off to him, and he still gained 3 to 4 yards.
You know, the big stat there is yards after contact. And he's hit constantly at the line of scrimmage, is able to muscle his way.
Like before the game, he said, what, like 600-something yards?
Yeah.
I want to know the percentage and how many yards of those were after contact.
Yeah,
that would be a very impressive number, I believe.
Unfortunately, that's not tracked at all.
I'll say that would be an awesome number to have.
Cochran comes in with 649 rushing yards and 9 touchdowns on the season. Ball is up. Great catch. That's another big boy catch by Daniel Berry. First and goal.
Called a grown man catch right there. He's going to go up, and he's going to have one-on-one with this corner, and Dove's immediately just going to let it fly. He's going to go up right over his head, make a big old grown man catch. Not quite enough for the touchdown.
Daniel Berry is a dude. Handoff. Cochran's going to drop his shoulder and bulldoze ahead for a touchdown.
Dragon touchdown. That'll make it 13-7. Dragons before the kick.
All touchdowns brought to you by River Rock Landscapes.
We got to say it. Hopefully we say it a few more times tonight, especially this half. I would like to say it 3 or 4 more times this half. That'd be pretty nice.
Irizarry in for the extra point. Kick is up, and the kick is good. Round Rock takes a 14-7 lead. We'll be back in a minute.
This Dragons broadcast is brought to you by River Rock Landscaping, where your yard becomes your favorite place to be. From custom designs to turf, irrigation, and outdoor living spaces, they turn ordinary into oasis. Locally owned, proudly Round Rock. Call River Rock Landscaping or visit rrlltx.com to start your dream yard today.
Back from the V313 booth, Hank Oppel, Bob Slocum.
And we're going to rewatch that play of Barry. And, I mean, so he sees immediately pre-snap, you're going to see, man, no high safety over top. And that's just not the look you want to see when you're guarding Barry. And Barry, jump ball receiver, goes up, snags it over the corner, who's in position to make the play, and almost rolls in for a touchdown to make himself another grown man catch. I mean,
onside kick by Round Rock. And that one is covered by Westwood. Ball only traveled 9 yards.
I don't think, yeah.
Actually, from where they're marking it, they're saying 8 yards.
So, yeah, it looked like.
Yeah. I like the play. You know what? Hey, tip your cap to Coach Moore, right? He's constantly dialing up. I didn't think there was this many different ways to do a kickoff.
Yeah, he's smart. He's smart. I mean, it's.
I guess there's a reason he played at TCU and I didn't.
Yeah. And, I mean, it's you hit him when you least expect it. You go down, you score on a good play by Barry, and you run it in there. And now it's been a pretty tough back-and-forth match of scoring and defense. You just hit him like that out of nowhere. See if you can get yourself the ball again before half ends.
Ball's at the 49-yard line. Round Rock leading this one. Dragons 14, Warriors 7. We do have a quarterback change. 16 back to pass. Under pressure. He's hit as he throws. Oh, and that one is nearly picked off. It was Cooper Martinez. Nearly has the interception on that play.
And he's going to let go of this ball, and Cooper's tracking it the entire way. It hits his hands. Wow.
He's going to wish he had that one back. That'll 100%. Bring up 2nd and 10 from the 49-yard line. Short side of the 50 for the Westwood Warriors. Warriors tonight in their white-out uniforms. White pants, white jerseys, white helmets. Moving right to left on your screen. Round Rock in their white pants, maroon jerseys, and white helmets. 16 back to pass again. Norrell with the catch, and he is hit immediately.
Still not marked down. They're going to give him a 1 or 2 yard gain there. 16, Alex Smith still in the game. The sophomore. I mean, I'm still puzzled on this decision.
Yeah, key players to watch. Wide receiver number 4, senior Drew Norrell. Back to pass again. Steps up. Eyes downfield. Puts the ball up. And great coverage. It is 32.
There is a flag on the play.
Wyndham on the coverage knocked it away. I don't know if they're going to say he got there early.
Trying to see what the flag is in the backfield.
Never mind.
What they call.
I didn't see him call it, unfortunately.
See, we're gonna look back here.
And it can't be it definitely can't be a roughing the passer.
So he's gonna scramble out and he's gonna let go of this. And I mean that's a give me ball. There's a guy right there for us. Just hits his hands. Good defense, I believe.
Holding. It's a holding penalty. It's declined. It's a holding penalty against Westwood. Coach Moore declines it, brings up a 4th and a long 9 from the 48-yard line, and that'll bring out the punter.
Out of frame, you're going to see Dylan Yeager back to return this kick.
Dylan Yeager set up on the 10. Kick is away. Going to take him back. He's going to clear that out, and they're going to down the ball at the 10-yard line.
Takes a very friendly Westwood bounce. Yeager thought he was going to bounce out of bounds, but we'll be right back.
Tonight's coverage of Round Rock Dragons football is brought to you by Hughes Insurance Group, your local, independent insurance broker. Whether it's auto, home, commercial, or life insurance, Hughes works with dozens of top-rated companies to find you the perfect fit at the best price. No gimmicks, just real coverage tailored to you. Protect what matters most. Call Hughes Insurance Group today and score
Pin
big.
deep on this one. 1st and 10 from the 10 for the Dragons. That's Yeager in motion. Handoff goes Yeager.
He's going to be dragged down by the Westwood defense. Bunch of Warriors.
Would that be a pack, Hank?
I don't know. Or a tribe of Warriors.
Number 32 is on the bottom of that pile. Cam Green, senior linebacker.
Yeah, I'm going to go with tribe. I think it's what they call themselves, too, is the tribe.
I think that's actually a very good name. Ball is up. It's Barry again. And, just out of Barry's reach. I'm sorry. That's going to be number 6, Dylan Harper, just out of his reach.
See, he's going to get a little bit of a messed up start here. Doe's going to let it fly immediately, and it's going to it hits that right hand.
He's going to wish he had that one back for sure.
100%. I mean,
Daniel Barry on the top of your screen.
great tracking ability, even stumbling out of his release to be able to get that distance from the defensive back. I mean, that's just, he's going to want that one back 100%.
Back to pass. Ball is up again. This one to Barry. He's going to make the catch. Just knocked away at the last second. Great defense by the Warriors. Number 6, Dre Kyles, sophomore D-back.
Throwing up a prayer on 3rd down. He comes down with it, but then you see that DB's right arm bringing his right arm down.
Great defense.
Just enough to force him to throw it to the ground.
Fourth down, we're going to have an Adam Ferguson sighting for our first time tonight. Shout out to his grandparents, I believe cousins and aunt and uncles. I know he's got one out in El Paso.
And we're going to go ahead and call a timeout here. Coach Moore not happy on the procedure on who's in and who's out.
Yep, grandparents, Margaret and Ray. Adam hasn't. Fortunately, Adam, we love them. We love Adam.
Yeah, we love to see Adam on the
field. We like
field.
to see Adam not as much on the field.
Yeah, 100%.
As he's our punter.
Not saying he's not a good punter. You never want to punt the football. You want to score every drive if you can.
But he'll have his work cut out. The ball currently on the 13-yard line. He's going to line up about 2 yards deep. So with his steps, I'm going to say he's going to punt it from maybe the 1-yard line.
Big shift here from the Dragons.
Snap. Kick is away. And that's going to take a great bounce over the 50.
It's going to keep rolling here for the Dragons.
And finally going to be downed.
And there's going to be some extracurriculars off camera from Westwood. Surprised it wasn't called. Nothing we can
Everything
really do
else has
about
been
it.
called.
Everything else has been called. It happened right in front of a referee, too. Maybe they just didn't know the play was. The Round Rock player had stopped playing at that point. Westwood was still playing. But what can you do?
You know, sometimes when I was a referee, sometimes, you know, if it's not that bad or that flagrant, I might say to the kid, dude, knock it off.
Don't do that again, yeah.
Set the tone,
100%.
knock it off.
But, I mean, you're close to the half right now, so I figured that would have happened already.
Low snap, given to Allen. Allen looking for a corner, and he finds it. Cross the 40, cross the 30, and finally knocked out of bounds at the 18-yard line. That is going to be a huge carry.
And see, that was they're calling a flag on the play, but if we're going to go back and look at this is a lack of containment right here. Let's see, who is that? I believe that was, that was Luke. Came through too early, didn't contain very much. There is a flag on the play. What did they end up calling? Was it holding?
I didn't see the call.
Let's see, I'm going to start looking for holding here.
It was a 40-yard run negated by the holding penalty.
100%. They held Luke Rod right back here. If you see on the back of your screen, if I could write on it, that'd be cool. But see, if you look, number 89, he's got the side of his shoulder
If you look
pads.
right about the 42-yard line.
100% a hold.
And you kind of see there.
I mean, all thanks to our instant replay machine.
Thanks to Vista Equity.
This is dope.
Wealth Partners, Bob Tabor, friend to the Round Rock Dragons program, and a huge sponsor who came in. Got tired of us asking for him.
100%.
Bad snap. That ball's on the ground, quickly covered up by Allen.
It's a reoccurring theme again for the Westwood Warriors. That snap, that one looked like they didn't even know it was coming, and it was still low and away. Other ones looked like it was just low or high. 3:25 and ticking in the second quarter, still 14-7 Dragons. Defense for the Dragons playing remarkably well.
Loss
not giving up very much.
Loss of 12 on the play.
Wow. That's going to make
We've had several low snaps.
Make it 2nd and 19 for the Warriors.
Snap. That one's good. Ball to Allen. Fights his way up the middle. Finally chopped down by Cooper Martinez. Steps up with the open field tackle. But tackled after a 12-yard carry by Allen. 2:46 left in the half. We're going to have a camera on the field and a microphone out the window to try to hopefully bring you some of the festivities. I snap, given to Allen again, and that one snuffed out immediately. It's Max Williams and number 32 for the Dragons, Hunter Wyndham, in there on the tackle. Timeout taken by Round Rock.
So right here, we're going to see a complete failure by the line. Number 90, Max Williams, able to... I don't know really what number 89 is doing. He's supposed to really try and seal him with that tight end back there. Able to get around 17, and he really makes first contact back there. Hunter Wyndham comes, helps him out, along with Peyton Johnson in the back, and then a horde of Dragons comes, take him down.
A horde of Dragons. There you go.
Horde of Dragons.
And Adam Ferguson's aunt, Angelique, in El Paso. I got to get out to El Paso. I've never been to El Paso.
And then cousin Gabby and Hugo in the United States Marine Corps in Missouri. Thank you for your service.
Yes, thank you. As the older brother to 2 U.S. Marines.
I believe the Great American Rivalry Series is a United States Marine Corps sponsored event.
It is.
So, again, thank you for your service to this country.
Low snap. Punt is away. This one's going to be fielded. Harper fakes the reverse. And Dylan Harper across the 30, 35, finally tackled at the 37-yard line. A little trickery there.
We're going to go back and watch it here real quick. As
So
you can
here,
see,
yeah, go ahead.
he fakes it. And look, number 54 goes right for him. And then everyone's late to see it. And he's able to gain a few more yards. I'm trying to think, what, a 20-yard return almost?
Yeah.
15, 20 yards?
Yeah.
I mean, Coach Moore's pulling out all the tricks today. Pulling out all the special teams tricks especially.
You know, I'm impressed, and he talks about it, right? As you know, he's the head coach, but he also coaches special teams. He likes to put those plays in because it keeps the guys really amped up and excited. Dove Stickler, back to pass. Here comes the pressure. He's hit as he throws, and that one nearly picked off. And it's number 6 again for the Warriors, Dre Kyles.
And that ball is almost picked off here. We're going to go back and look at it. I mean, comes in a little blurry, but it looks like he's about to come down with it and just, it just slips out of his hands. Very risky throw. Carson almost gets a hold of it. Does fall in favor for the Dragons. Dragons will keep possession of the football. Almost 2 minutes. 1 second away from the 2-minute warning.
Ball is up. Ball is caught. Across the 50, driven out of bounds. It's Brady Cochran with about 16, we'll go 17 yards on the reception.
And we're going to get the 2-minute warning.
And we'll take a quick break.
Moving soon? Let Ostex Moving take the stress off your shoulders. Owned by a proud Round Rock Dragons alum, Ostex is your go-to team for fast, reliable, residential and commercial moves across Texas. From packing to unpacking, we handle it all, with expert care and same-day service available. Call Ostex Moving for a free quote today, and go Dragons.
All righty, we're back from the Via 313 booth. 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line for the Dragons. They're going to spread it out. Dove Stickler's going to be throwing on this one. Back to pass. Ball is away. Caught and quickly wrestled down. Number 18 on the tackle. Receiver was Dylan Harper.
Pretty aggressive tackle. Almost looked like a horse collar. Couldn't really tell.
It would. I wouldn't have been surprised if it was a face mask when the way it jerked the head.
So the way he flipped around.
Got to remember, face mask is anywhere around. It's not just a face mask on the front. You grab underneath the helmet, you'll get called for it. Ball is up. Yeager goes for the ball and makes the catch. What a catch by Dylan Yeager. He's going to be at the 4. They're going to mark it at the 4. That's going to be about a 35-yard pitch and catch from Dove Stickler to Dylan Yeager. You know, best of friends. When they're not at football practice or football games, they're hanging out, they're working out together. That's a keeper. Ball is up. In the back corner for Barry, and no, not able to get his feet down. I thought it was going to be to Mussey. Barry came flying out of nowhere.
We're going to take a quick look at it and see. Barry, I want to see if his feet got in.
No.
I don't know, Bob.
I think his left, you can't see it well enough.
We don't have a well enough angle. Referee does.
I mean, he's right on that play.
100%.
That head linesman is literally about 4, maybe 5 yards from that play, looking right at the sideline. I got to think the left foot was on the right.
I got to think, that toe was inching over barely.
Jack Oppel in the game. Handoff goes Cochran, drops his shoulder,
He's going to be met by a tribe of Warriors.
and it's going to take a tribe to take Brady Cochran down.
See, I think
Picks up 2.
first contact was number 18 for the Warriors, along with 32. Yeah, 32.
3rd and goal from the 2.
33 seconds and ticking. Dragons trying to put on a score here to give themselves a 2-possession lead going into half. Jack Oppel still in at quarterback.
He's going to keep it, tucks it down, drops his shoulder, and he's in for a touchdown. All touchdowns brought to you by River Rock Landscapes.
Moving soon, let
But it'll be
Ostex
Jack
Moving
Oppel
take
on the
stress
2-yard
off
run.
your shoulder.
See the replay here. Good read right there. Solid defensive end. Went straight for the running back. Protected the ball and got right in the end zone to put up the Dragons. As they
Great
kick this field
decision
goal.
by Oppel.
Beat 20-7 before the kick. 18 seconds left.
Kick is up, and the kick is good. Round Rock will go up 21-7. We'll be back in a minute.
This is pizza with a heart, baked in a restaurant with a soul, where the grit of Detroit meets the innovation of Austin. Sometimes pizza's just pizza, but at Via 313, it runs way deeper than that. Built right to the last bite. Try it at a Via 313 near you.
And we're back from the Via 313 booth, high above Dragon Stadium. This one's Round Rock Dragons leading 21-7.
18 seconds left on the board.
We will be trying to live stream. We're going to try to get a camera with some view from the field of the homecoming show. Ball's going to be fielded at the 28-yard line.
It's going to be fair caught by the Warriors.
You know, it was really interesting. Number 5, Wade Allen, waved for a fair catch, and he was about 10 yards away from the actual guy who caught the ball.
Yeah.
So Warriors with one timeout left here, 18 seconds on the clock. I would expect a simple handoff to number 5, Wade Allen, to run out the clock. Drew Norrell is the one to watch, number 4, and he's, believe, on the top of your screen here. He's the main go-to receiver, the senior wide receiver for the Westwood Warriors. And that's exactly what it's going to be. Throw to Norrell, hook and ladder to Allen across the 40, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds. And it's going to be number 32. I believe that's Wyndham with the tackle for your Round Rock Dragons.
They're going to run that hook and ladder right there. Coming around, gain some yards, knock out of bounds. 8 seconds left on the clock. Trying to find some life here for the Warriors. Trying to put something up so that when they go into half that they're not down by so much.
Luke Ramsey in on top of your screen on the line. Max Williams on the bottom of the line. Back to pass. Ball is up. And it is knocked away. Colton Shane in on the coverage as well, trying to get a number. It's going to be number 3, Omar Estrada, both of them combined. And we're going to go to halftime, 21-7. Round Rock Dragons leading this one. We will keep the cameras running. We're going to try to get some audio for you as well of the homecoming. We'll be back after the half.
And now, introducing the award-winning 2025-2026 Westwood High School Sundancers. The Sundancer line officers are Junior Lieutenant Shelley Bach, Junior Lieutenant Elizabeth Burke, Senior Lieutenant Lexi Laughlin, and the Sundancer Major Elliot Richards. The Sundancer Social Board is Page 10, Anna Ruan, Suhani Soretti, and President Caroline Johnson. The Sunshine Award goes to Gracie Lynn McKay. The Sundancer of the Week is Yuja Yu. And now presenting the Westwood Sundancers. The Sundancers are under the direction of Miss Emily Petrella and Miss Jenna Drummond. The Sundancers would like to thank Platinum sponsor Cook Brooks Johnson Law Firm and gold sponsors Fat Dragon, Thundercloud, the Ruan family, and Lending Dream Mortgage. Good evening. We continue tonight's halftime entertainment as we welcome to the field the Westwood High School Warrior Band. The Warrior Band will be performing all of their 2025 competition show entitled Red. And now, please enjoy the Warrior Band's performance of Red. Ladies and gentlemen, your Westwood Warrior Band, the best drum majors for the Warrior Band are Cynthia Liu, Theo Wong, Eileen Wu, Laura Yost, and Rachel Zhu. Directors for the Warrior Band were Brittany Dacey, Brandon Winters, Ryan Sharpley, Percussion Director Mikey Sheeran, Color Guard Director Laura Castrati. Section of the weekend, the trombone. The Westwood Warrior Band would like to wish the Round Rock High School varsity and junior varsity bands good luck for a successful competition season. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Now forming on the east sideline of Dragon Stadium for your entertainment tonight, the Round Rock High School is proud to present the award-winning Dragon Band and Dragonettes. Throughout their storied history, the Dragon Band and Dragonettes have entertained audiences around the world and have competed at the highest levels of our nation's programs, earning countless awards and victories. And now, celebrating another fabulous year of pride and precision, we present the Round Rock High School Dragonettes. The Dragonettes are led on the field by Social Officer Sammy Watson, Social Officer Jessica Tan, Vice President Madison Lovett, and President Haley Stonestreet. The Dragonettes dance officers are Major Ginger Snow, Major Abby Hamilton, Lieutenant Colonel Kiana Harty, and Colonel Molly Firth. Congratulations to the Spirit Girl of the Week, Maddie Cawthorn. Congratulations to the Officer's Choice of the Week, Aurelio de la Manuencinas. And congratulations to the Dragonette of the Week, Alicia Natarajin. Tonight, the Dragonettes will be performing a jazz kick routine to Feel This Moment. And investment in our community. Thank you to our platinum sponsors, Rudy's, Compass Real Estate Texas LLC, Beth Fitzmaurice, Airco Mechanical, and Arkham Medical Associates. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Round Rock High School's 2025 Homecoming Ceremony. Student Council would like to recognize their platinum sponsor, Beth Fitzmaurice, Realtor with Compass. Whether you're looking to find the perfect home for your family or invest in your future, Beth is here to help. Thank you, Beth, for your incredible support of Student Council and Round Rock High School. We would like to begin by welcoming back last year's homecoming queen, Avery Blankenship. She will assist in crowning this year's king and queen. The 2025 Homecoming Sword Arch will be conducted by the Round Rock High School Marine Corps Junior ROTC cadets under the instruction of retired United States Marine Master Gunnery Sergeant Thomas Almeida. This year's team is commanded by Senior Cadet Lieutenant Colonel David Barnes. The other members of the Sword Arch are Junior Cadet Sergeant Major Caitlin Olson, Senior Cadet Captain Lucy Perry, Senior Cadet Second Lieutenant Caleb Roscoe, Junior Cadet First Sergeant Sylvia Malone, Junior Cadet Gunnery Sergeant Teju Malu, and Junior Cadet Staff Sergeant Presley Wood, and Sophomore Cadet Corporal Lena Alfaro. We would now like to introduce the 2025 Round Rock High School Homecoming Duke Royalty. Our Duke is Cameron Kinzel. Cameron Kinzel is a member of the Junior Varsity Dragon Band as a percussionist. He is also a member of the Round Rock Christian Church Chancel Choir and Praise Band. He is looking forward to continuing his education in the Round Rock ISD 18+ program next year. Congratulations to our 2025 Duke. Congratulations, Cameron. And now we would like to introduce you to the 2025 Homecoming Court. These students were nominated by various Round Rock High School organizations and were voted to the court by the student body. Here are the members of your 2025 Round Rock High School Homecoming Court. First, we have Jordan Whalen and Ryan Crosby. Jordan Whalen has been involved in the Special Olympics for 3 years. She competes in bowling and fundamentals, where she has lettered by winning 7 gold medals. She loves culinary arts, reading, history, and listening to classic country music. She's joined today by her twin, Jeremy, and mom, Jeanette. Ryan Crosby is an officer of thespians and was a 2024 nominee and 2025 winner of the Hello Awards for Young Artist Best Supporting Actor. He has accumulated 5 professional credits at Zach Theater and plans to pursue a BFA in musical theater and dance. Ryan is a member of National Honor Society and recognized by the National Hispanic Recognition Program. He's joined today by his mother, Tilly, father, Perk, and sister, Brooke. Next are Samantha Zhang and Andrew Sue. Samantha Zhang is our student body vice president, a leader of the Dragon Pride Dance Company, and CEO of the Round Rock High School Co-op. She is also co-president of the Brown Bag Project and president of AAC. Samantha is in the top 5% of her class, and after high school plans to study business. She is joined today by her mother, Ying, and father, Zhang. Andrew Sue is the president of the class of 2026 Student Council, president of Mu Alpha Theta, and captain of the school's math team. He also co-leads Project Red, a charitable nonprofit supporting local communities. A National Merit semifinalist, AIME qualifier, and top 5% of his class, he hopes to study math and pursue a finance career. He's joined today by his mother, Bura, father, Mansuk, and sibling, Gray. Next are Madeline Morrison and David Lay. Maddie Morrison is a member of PALS, National Honor Society, and is head drum major of the Dragon Band. She serves in her church's children's ministry, is parliamentarian for her class in National Charity League, and has volunteered over 300 hours in high school. She's an AP Scholar with Distinction and a National Merit Commended Scholar. She's joined today by her mother, Adina, father, Matthew, and sister, Chloe. David Lay is a drum major for the Dragon Band and plays the French horn. In 2024, he toured the country with the Phantom Regiment Drum and Bugle Corps and is going to New York in 2026 to perform at Carnegie Hall. David also serves as a pal and loves working with kids. He is excited to pursue a career in music education. He's joined today by his father, Ty Lee, mother, Tao Lee, and brother, Brandon Lee. Next are Nyla Beecham and Reese Yost. Nyla Beecham is a Zero Era Theos Mu Alpha Theta Honor Society and is on the Round Rock High School varsity volleyball team. She has maintained a 4.0 GPA and plans to major in civil engineering in college. She is joined by her mom, Sangeetha, dad, John, and siblings, Karina and Presley. Reese Yost is on the football team here at Round Rock. He is also a member of the National Honor Society, Young Men's Service League, and president of his class for YMSL. Reese is also part of the PALs and plans to attend college while studying business. He's joined today by his mother, Naomi, father, Chris, and sister, Ashley. Next are Riley Sanders and Enzo D'Arosio. Riley Sanders proudly represents Lady Rock Soccer as a varsity player, has been a part of the program for 4 years, and has competed in recreation and club soccer since she was 4 years old. In fact, as the sole female player on boys' teams for many years, the opposing boys would fearfully scream to each other, "We have to play her again," when they saw her boldly enter the field. Riley is excited to continue her academic career at Texas State University. She's honored to be on the homecoming court and is joined today by her mother, Tori, father, Eric, and twin brothers, Hayden and Jackson. Enzo D'Arosio is a 3-year men's varsity soccer player. He has also played club soccer since he was 4. He is joined today by his father, Daniel, his mother, Kimberly, and his sister, Elise. Next are Landry Schneider and Beck Muirhead. Landry Schneider plays on the varsity volleyball team. She is vice president of the Sweethearts and a mentor for elementary students through PALS. She has maintained a 4.0 GPA and plans to attend Texas A&M and pursue a degree in construction science. She's joined today by her father, Ross, and mother, Shanna. Beck Muirhead is involved in Young Life, Dragon Nation, and Young Men's Service League. He is a member of the Round Rock Golf Team, a 3-time academic all-district golfer, and a National Merit Commended Scholar. He plans to attend Texas A&M next fall and pursue a degree in industrial distribution. He's joined today by his mother, Nicole, father, Todd, and brother, Colson. Next are Sarah Jane and Ronald Chow. Sarah Jane is a member of the National Honor Society, National English Honor Society, PALS, Mu Alpha Theta, and DECA. She is co-president of Jesus Loves You Club, band section leader, and an active volunteer at her church. She would like to thank her family and friends for supporting her. She's joined today by her father, Austin, mother, Julie, and brother, Andrew. Ronald Chow is captain of the water polo team and a member of the swim team. He has gone to region twice in his water polo career. Ronald plans to continue his athletic and academic journey in college while studying business. He is joined today by his mother, Annie, and father, Chris. Next are Chloe Bacha and Shia Stickler. Chloe Bacha is captain of the varsity cheer team and a 2-time All-American cheerleader. Chloe serves as president of the Round Rock Sweethearts Service Organization and is a member of the National Honor Society. After graduation, Chloe plans to study neuroscience in hopes of becoming a physical therapist. She is joined today by her mother, Christy, father, Todd, and brother, Hudson. Shia Stickler is a 2-year varsity football player and member of the team's leadership council, as well as a 3-year varsity lacrosse player and team captain. He is vice president of the Young Men's Service League and serves as a pal at Elsa England Elementary. Next year, he plans to study business at the University of Texas at Austin. He is joined today by his mother, Jamie, and father, Alan. Next are Molly Firth and Luke Walker. Molly Firth serves as the 2025-26 Dragonette Colonel and previously served as the 2024-25 Major. She is a Round Rock sweetheart and has trained in pre-professional dance company, earning multiple regional and national awards. She is joined today by her mother, Summer, father, Edward, and her sister, Addie. Luke Walker has been involved in the Round Rock High School men's soccer and auto tech programs. He has received the Academic Achievement Award for his freshman, sophomore, and junior years. He holds an unweighted 4.0 GPA and is looking to attend Texas A&M University next fall. He is joined today by his father, Rex, and mother, Jennifer. Next are Madison Groff and Jacob Moore. Madison Groff is involved in PALS, DECA, and Sweethearts. She serves as president of National English Honor Society and vice president of National Spanish Honor Society. Her future plans include majoring in public health to pursue a career in healthcare. She's joined today by her father, Jason, mother, Shelby, and brothers, Tyler and Callan. Jacob Moore is in football, student council, and does photography for the Round Rock High School Athletics and Dragon Nation. He plans to attend TCU to pursue a medical career. He's walked out by his grandma, Renee Carden, who has worked at Round Rock since he was a freshman. He's joined today by his mother, Camille, father, Andrew, grandmother, Renee, grandfather, Jerry, and sister, Lily. Next are Reese Nieto and Luke Rodriguez. Reese Nieto has been involved with the National Charity League for the past 6 years. She currently serves as president of Sweethearts, is an active member of the PALS program, and holds a leadership role with Young Life Round Rock. After graduation, Reese plans to further her education and is currently exploring her university options. She is joined today by her mother, Amy, father, John, brother Bradley, and sisters, Ava and Berkeley. Luke Rodriguez is a 3-year varsity football and 2-year varsity baseball letterman, earning all district and academic honors in both. He is a team captain and member of FCA and National Honor Society. He plans to play college baseball after graduation. And he makes the perfect omelet. If you know, you know. He is joined today by his mother, Carolina, and father, Chris. And our final members of the court are Ivy Parada and Cade Goddard. Ivy Parada is a 4-year letterman and captain of the track team, a 4x400 state qualifier, and 2-time school record holder. A Region 4 800-meter bronze medalist, Ivy lettered in cross country and choir, earning All-State Soprano 1 honors twice. She's a National Honor Society and is a member of Zoe. She plans to run Division I track and study biology. She is joined today by her father, Ben, mother, Mercedes, and brother, Benjamin. Cade Goddard is a member of the Round Rock varsity baseball team, PALS, YMSL, and the National Honor Society. This past season, Cade was selected for 3rd team and academic all-district for varsity baseball. Cade plans to pursue his baseball career and a degree in aeronautical science. He is joined today by his mother, Tawny, and father, Clay. Ladies and gentlemen, we present to you the 2025 Homecoming Court. And now, ladies and gentlemen, Round Rock High School proudly presents our 2025 Homecoming King and Queen. David Lay and Samantha Zhang. Our congratulations to the King, Queen, Duke, and Court. Round Rock High School Student Council thanks you for your attendance at tonight's halftime ceremony. Enjoy the rest of tonight's game. Don't forget to stick around for the Dragon Band's full performance after the game. And let's go Rock! Let's welcome our Warriors. Here comes
Scoring for Round Rock to start off with Dylan Yeager, the second card. Dove Stickler. Santiago with the extra point. Then it was Westwood's Asher David on a 14-yard pass from Cooper Waits. And Joshua Jack with the extra point kick. In the second quarter, Brady Cochran with the 1-yard run. Here's already attacking the extra point. And then it was Jack Apple on a 2-yard run. Here's Ari once again with another kick.
Round Rock ready to receive the second half kick.
Third quarter.
Double Dylan back deep. Dylan Yeager.
Westwood
Dylan
will be
Harper.
kicking off. We're underway. It's going to be a short kick. Well, left.
Dylan Harper covers the kick near the 30-yard line.
All righty. We still had some stadium noise there. Hopefully at home you all got to enjoy. I know we've got Reese Yost family watching. I know Cade Goddard, I'm sure, has a few listening. That's going to be Griffin in motion. Handoff goes Cochran, finds a seam.
That's Ryan Serwaitis on the carry.
Correction, Serwaitis on the carry. Number 11 for Westwood on the tackle. Number 11 is Finn Cheney, senior. Senior D-back. Dove Stickler. Handoff again goes to Serwaitis, and he's hit immediately. Number 13 for Westwood on the tackle. That's going to be Jack Haley.
That defensive end came free right down the line and really punished Serwaitis on that run.
Kaylee was the same one to how he had that that strip sack on Dove earlier in the game. Jack Off won the game for Dove. Stickler accompanied in the backfield.
There's your shift. Play action. Apple keeps it around the left end. Across the 40 to the 50. Down the 40, down the sideline. Finally ran out of bounds at the 31-yard line. That is a huge run.
And you know what's even better about it, Bob, is I don't see any yellow laundry on the field. We've been having some trouble. Anytime we break containment on the side, a lot of holding, unfortunately, tonight for the Dragons. That worked out really well.
I believe that's going to be about a 35-yard run by Apple. Apple back to pass. He's going to draw up the middle. Finds another seam. Looks like the coach has found something on the tape during the first half.
This read option game is really working here for the Dragons. Linebackers are coming the other way. Their eyes are fooling them. And the speed of Jack just gets to the outside and run. Dove back into the game. Company with Jacob Moore, senior tight end.
Hank, you mentioned the college ranks, the maroon and the burnt orange going at it. This reminds me, our offense right now, the Dragons offense reminds me of last year's UT offense where they had Ewers with passing and they'd bring in Manning
Arch to run the football, yeah.
and to come in and just shake everything up.
Handoff up the middle. Met at the line. We talked about this earlier, Hank. I'm trying to get a number there. It is Brady Cochran on the carry. He's hit almost immediately, but again, finds a way to barrel his way ahead for 4. That's going to bring up a second down. They're saying 2nd and 7 from the 10-yard line.
This is the kind of opening drive the Dragons wanted to see. I know their first drive was very disappointing early in the game. Looks like we're starting to get some things clicking here.
Serwatis in the game. Handoff goes Serwatis. And he's going to barrel his way for 3. And that'll bring up a very manageable 3rd and 4. Dove Stickler back in at quarterback. His brother Shia Stickler in the homecoming court.
You know, that's a really simple play. It's just a zone blocking. Everyone's moving the same direction and just picking up whoever's in there. It's allowing the line to get to the second level, hitting those linebackers and really creating some additional space for these running backs. It's worked really well this series.
Jack Oppel back in at quarterback. I believe no running backs in the backfield or tight ends. Going to go 5 wide.
Yeah, they split Brady Cochran in motion here.
Oh, they're calling timeout.
And timeout taken. They'll burn. Westwood will burn their first timeout. We'll be back in a minute.
Tonight's coverage of Round Rock Dragons football is brought to you by Hughes Insurance Group, your local independent insurance broker. Whether it's auto, home, commercial, or life insurance, Hughes works with dozens of top-rated companies to find you the perfect fit at the best price. No gimmicks, just real coverage tailored to you. Protect what matters most. Call Hughes Insurance Group today and score big.
Go backwards. Keep it playing.
All righty. We're back. We're having entirely too much fun with this instant replay machine. Hank has turned into an animal here, clipping 31 plays that we can go back and replay. And that's not counting the time you just spun the dial.
Yeah, when I would just go back and spin it out. I mean, I probably would have like 50 plays for y'all already.
It's like a little DJ over
3rd and 3. Oppel out of the shotgun. Oppel's keeping it. And met immediately number 40 in the backfield for Westwood on the tackle, Jacob Brown.
Trying an option look there, some like this pitch option look. Didn't really have much. Probably should have gone to Brady, but they did have a pitch guy out there.
They did, and that's actually the right read. The problem is there was too much penetration on the interior part of the line, so when he went to turn up, there was no lane.
Yeah, there was nothing for him to run through. And they're going to go ahead and kick out, send out the kick team.
Irizarry in the kick.
Partially blocked.
That is not going to make it. Blocked. Irizarry's typically money.
Yeah, that ball was tipped. Somebody jumped really high to that one. That had plenty of leg, it looked like.
I'm going to see where this was tipped at. And so if we look right here, it looks like, yeah, that defensive lineman that came through right the middle. Looks like he gets a hand on it.
Nose tackle.
Can't find a number. Wasn't really close enough to see the numbers. You might get the back end of it.
We get a few more sponsors,
40.
gentlemen. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
We're gonna be a professional crew right here.
Well, we'll have boom mics in the end zone.
And we're looking for a $100,000 sponsor to do the blimp. So we're going to put a blimp up.
And I'm looking for a spare bedroom to sleep in after my wife sees those
You can
bills.
sleep in the blimp. I'm sure she'll let you.
It'll be $30,000 per pylon cam if we can get some of those going.
Yeah, I just got to wait through next week. I hit 26 years middle of next week. So
There you go. You get a little bit longer leash, right?
there you go.
Been married longer than I've been alive.
Isn't that crazy? And off is Allen. Patiently waiting, but that one snuffed out. That defensive line just closed that entire.
Yeah, Allen should have read that and tried to bounce out to his left on that side of the line because the interior part of the defensive line had a great push.
Just closed the hole immediately. Looked like he had some sort of hole from that B to C gap that tackle to guard, but I mean, immediately closed as fast as it opened, and he really had no time to react.
Linda Silvers watching her grandson center 59, Jackson Cly from Winfield, Kansas. And class is up. Back to pass. Ball is batted. That's going to be picked.
Oh,
nearly picked off. Great coverage. You got Cooper Martinez closing in and Wyndham on the play. Also give a quick shout out to Stephen Milder, all the way from Wisconsin tonight, class of 2011.
Now you can see here that was actually tipped up by Shia Stickler and almost intercepted by Wyndham.
big collision there by the
Martinez.
Dragons scrambling for the ball there. Third and 9.
Waits in that quarterback. Back to pass. Looking Norrell. Ball in the air.
Got a man.
And just out of the reach of Norrell.
He had a guy on a go route, a little bit of a hesitation there at the line, then took off.
And I stand corrected. That's the number 2 receiver, Maps Moles.
I mean, that's going to make it 4th down. They're going to go ahead and send out the punt team, but he really lets this ball fly. And just out of the reach. I mean, and don't get me wrong, I believe on the coverage over there is Zayden Johnson with him step for step for most of it. Almost gets to him.
Really tight. Going for it. And has him across the middle for a first down.
Number 4, Norrell with the catch. He's the number 1 go-to by far.
Man, it really caught the Dragons off. Kind of off. Yeah, absolutely. Didn't even look like we were ready. That was a really simple, skinny post right across the middle, and it was wide open. That was really gutsy call from the Warriors.
I mean, when you're down 2 scores and you've got 7 minutes and ticking all left on the clock, you got to start pulling out the bag of tricks to keep yourself in the game.
Ball up in the air again, and that one's going to overshoot Norrell.
A lot of pressure there upon his release.
And I keep throwing Norrell's name out. That's Moles again. When you look at the passing stats for Westwood throughout the season, Norrell gets 2, almost 3 to every 1 ball thrown elsewhere.
Yeah, he's a heavily favored target. Caught Dragons in the middle of a shift, but it worked out.
Helmet came off.
And Shire Stickler was in there first, but it would be number 20, Jack Wensing, who really makes the tackle on the play.
Andrew's helmet's come off. Good thing he stayed out of the play, because if you do interfere with the play, that is a flag. That happened to me my senior year on fumble, and we had a guy with his helmet off trying to go get the football and ended up calling a flag on us for it.
Wow.
Got a long 3rd and 15 from the 37-yard line.
You got to think they're thinking 2 downs based on just previous series they had there.
3 down linemen.
Dragons doing a lot of shifting right before.
Oh, they got him.
Oh, he spins out of the sack. Spins out of another one almost.
98. Finally, he's going to pull him down. That's going to be Evan Anders, the junior.
I say, Max Williams had him wrapped up in the backfield, slid off. I mean, that was a crazy play. He's just swimming out of tackles.
You don't see Max Williams miss very many of those.
Warriors showing a lot of grit again.
Yeah, they're going to go for it right here. It looks like they're going to actually punt the football here. This is a quarterback punt.
This is where they were last time, and he scooted up and took a regular snap. And he takes it again.
Goes deep. Got a receiver. And way overthrows Norrell. Norrell, the intended receiver, and he overthrew him by a good 5 yards.
Yeah, that's an interesting formation. It did look like he was going to do like a quick punt. I think they kind of just that's what caught us off guard the first time. Is he was kind of in that short punt formation. He runs the receiver interior receiver runs a skinny post, got that first down.
Overthrown. But I mean, if we go back, it looks like he's in that quarterback punt and just takes it as though the bomb. This Westwood team is playing very aggressively out of the gate. out of the gate. They seemed a little timid coming out of the gate to begin with, but their coaches aren't holding anything back now.
Play action pass to Barry's got Barry across the 20, spins out to the 10, touchdown Dragons. Another River Rock Landscape touchdown. What a play by Barry again and again and again.
Well, there's two things on that, Bob, that really jump out to me. One, the timing was perfect. The ball placement was great. And if you look at Barry's hands, the way he's receiving it, actually reaching out, grabbing the front part of the ball, the front tip, it was just perfect. And then made a great move afterwards. That went for 6.
That will be good for the Dragons.
Dragons take a 28-7 lead, 5:16 left in the third when we come back.
Tonight's coverage of Round Rock Dragons football is brought to you by Hughes Insurance Group, your local independent insurance broker. Whether it's auto, home, commercial, or life insurance, Hughes works with dozens of top-rated companies to find you the perfect fit at the best price. No gimmicks, just real coverage tailored to you. Protect what matters most. Call Hughes Insurance Group today and score big.
From the VA313 booth high above Dragon Stadium, Game Time Broadcasting on the call tonight. Hank Oppel, Justin the Priest. This is Bob Slocum in one of the oldest rivalry in Round Rock, Texas. Your Round Rock Dragons leading this one, 28, Westwood Warriors 7. Irizarry back to kick.
5:16 left in the third quarter.
It's going to be a short kick fielded at the 29.
And he's going to be tackled by a horde of Dragons.
It's a horde of Dragons.
It's better than a flock. I thought initially it was going to be a flock, but
Flock.
I don't know if there's a technical term for an imaginary animal, a group of them. It's interesting, Bob, you mentioned earlier on one of the other kicks, you've got people not catching the ball, calling for fair catch. It happened again on this, and I'm guessing, because you see it do it on a punt, I guess it's no different than the kickoff. You can fake a fair catch.
In local scores, Vista Ridge leading Cedar Ridge 24-21 in the third quarter. Blanco thumping Thrall 49-3. Low snap again. He's going to take off. Waits, cross the 40, and he's going to get absolutely drilled.
By Jack Winsing, number 20, senior linebacker. I mean,
You got absolutely level. Those are the hits that these linebackers just absolutely go to sleep and dream about. A quarterback spinning along the sideline, standing straight up. He absolutely loads the boom on.
yeah, it really sets tone. You're not going to run outside the pocket very many times after getting those hits. I mean,
You'll be taking the quarterback slide.
yeah.
Other 25-6A action. Hutto leading Stony Point 49-15.
Another low snap, jump down on it, man. Warriors are not doing themselves any favors in this shotgun offense. Numerous times, got low snaps, high snaps, off the left, off to the right. It's really costing them a lot of valuable yards.
I mean, like I said, it's a reoccurring theme. It's just been low snap, off timing the snaps, but it seems just to be low and away
Well,
constantly.
and, like we talk about how important timing is with your receivers. Like, what does that do to a quarterback when you have to change your eye level and reach off your center
Yeah.
gravity to catch a ball?
Waits, back to pass. Ball is way overshoots.
Hammered again as he was thrown by number 99.
Peyton Johnson. And you talk about low snaps changing your eye direction. What about this defensive line? Too deep have been absolutely relentless the last, really since Vista Ridge game.
Yeah, a lot of pressure, really shaking up the quarterback, trying to mess up their timing, and doing a great job of this game. Even when he does have time, he's still worried about it.
Under pressure, it's Luke Rod giving him chase. Throw is high and great defense. It's Colton Shane, number 4, breaks it up.
I mean, they're really trying their hardest to get anywhere. I mean, they're just chucking up balls. You can see it. My number 12, I mean, he's letting it go right now. I mean,
Some of their best games have actually been rushing without.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, a number of them have been called back for holding or
Yeah.
other penalties. I'm curious why they're not going back to the well there. They're creating these long fourth down situations.
It's 4-down territory again.
And they're going for
And
it.
it's 4th and really long.
4th and 15 from the 42.
Is deep enough he could punt it.
And who knows?
And there goes. There's your punt. The Jack Opple special. Bounces on the 30, cross the 20, inside the 10. And that's going to get downed. Beautiful punt at the 1 yard line.
I mean, I guarantee you the other stuff was set up to be like, don't send a returner out. Don't send a returner out.
You're 100% right, and that was the first time they caught us off guard on 4th down with that what looked like a quick punt by a talented, quarterback. You got a quarterback that's an athlete. We do have flag on the play. I was just getting ready to say, funny, we haven't had any penalties yet. We'll be on Westwood.
I believe that's an unsportsmanlike, or was that a personal foul?
It's illegal. Yeah, illegal conduct, which should have been a personal foul, but he didn't signal personal foul.
And again, Westwood just killing themselves.
Yep.
They bury the Dragons at the 1 yard line. They turn around with an unsportsmanlike, and it pushes them back out to the 15 or 16 yard line. Because they're just going to add that to wherever the ball was down. That's really fortunate for them and really great for us.
A few other local scores real quickly. It's Vista Ridge, like I said, 24-21. It's Belton beating up on Leander, 38-0. Hutto beating Stony Point, 42-15 now. And Temple over Killeen, 20-0. Westlake beating up Bowie, 28-7.
How about Hutto in our district, 25-6A? I mean, I'm still undefeated.
Yep.
Both these teams on the field, they beat us by a 2-point conversion, and then I think they beat Westwood a little more handy. But
I think that final score was like 34-18 or something. Westwood was leading going into half, though.
really,
They were. I think it was like 18-7 or 18-0 at half. But then that Hutto defense really stopped them and shut them down.
Hutto putting it on Stony Point.
Hand off up the middle. And, of course, Cochran's going to find a way to pick up 5 on the carry.
This is where it gets tough with the Warriors is you can't stop the running game, then we own the clock. That's just how this is going to play out. We'll just continue to give the ball, but let our running backs follow the interior linemen.
Out comes Dope Stickler. In comes Jack Opple.
Speaking of a run threat, Jack probably got 60 yards just this half doing draw plays and making people miss. So you know that Westwood has no idea what's coming down.
And it really stresses your linebackers and defensive ends on who they should take. I mean,
Handoff goes Cochran. He's going to run through the first tackle and get upended after a pickup of 7. That's going to be enough for an Airco first down.
You see what bringing Jack in the dynamic, his fake when he took off to his right, there were 3 people
But,
that were
yeah.
falling.
he's taking a linebacker and he's taking an end and he's taking a defensive tackle away with him, and that just helps out your offensive line. That's way less people to sift through and less people to come tackle Brady.
To your point, Hank, you've got to have a linebacker spy on the quarterback. You got a quarterback with this kind of legs.
Yeah, because usually the linebacker to where the run's going is going to be a run fit, and you're looking for that backside.
Apple keeps it. He's going to tuck it and run across the 30.
He's going to slide.
Wise, protect himself, but slides after an 11-yard run. That'll be another Airco first down.
See, they don't have an answer for that. They've adjusted to try to stop our running backs, and they switched Jack out for Dove, and now you've got a whole nother running back in there, an entire threat that you're not prepared for.
There's a Westwood player down for an injury timeout.
We're going to take a commercial break, and we'll be back in a minute.
Tonight's coverage of Round Rock Dragons football is brought to you by Hughes Insurance Group, your local, independent insurance broker. Whether it's auto, home, commercial, or life insurance, Hughes works with dozens of top-rated companies to find you the perfect fit at the best price. No gimmicks, just real coverage tailored to you. Protect what matters most. Call Hughes Insurance Group today and score big.
All right, we're back. Unfortunately, it's Logan Miller helped off the field there. 3:03 left here in the third quarter. Round Rock Dragons up on this one, 28-7. Watch Daniel Berry on the bottom. Dove Stickler back in the game. Quick swing pass out to Yeager. Yeager's going to juke the first, juke the second, and fight his way forward to the 45-yard line. And that was all Dylan Yeager on that play.
You just don't see a guy that size usually can move like that. He juked two guys just completely out of their cleats and then ran over the third one for an additional yard.
While he was falling down.
Yes.
Like, it's not like he had a great foot in the ground. He tried to run. No, he was falling over and still ran someone over.
We had a great interview with Dove Stickler this morning on Coffee with Coaches, and he talked about his best friend, who he spends every day, almost every minute, waking minute he's not home, with Dylan Yeager. And you can see the connection they have here on the field.
Well, they've definitely got a lot of chemistry and trust.
And handoff goes Brady Cochran, and it's going to take, 3, 4, 5 Warriors there to get him down?
A lot of white jerseys.
5-yard carry, that's enough for a first down. It's going to take it across the 50 to the 49 for an Airco first down.
Got another player down taking a quick injury rest here.
And we'll take a quick break.
From delivery day to every stage of womanhood, Dr. Marco Uribe is here for it all. Born in Laredo, trained at Yale, and trusted in Austin for over 20 years. Whether it's hormone therapy, surgery, or compassionate care, Dr. Uribe delivers more than medicine. He delivers confidence.
And we're back. Liam Curtis, defensive lineman, able to walk off on his own. That's always a good sign to see. We've got 2 minutes left here in the third quarter. All Dragons tonight, 28-7 over the Westwood Warriors. We were talking about 25-6A, so this is how it looks right now. Hutto is leading the district. They're 4-0 in district play. McNeil is 4-1. Round Rock has the tiebreaker against them. Head-to-head tiebreaker. Vandergriff at 3-1, who we will see in 3 weeks, the last game of the season. And then Round Rock in the fourth slot. Top 4 teams make the playoffs. Here comes a reverse. There's a big pass, and just underthrown. It was a reverse flea flicker. Carson Griffin, the intended receiver, I don't know what happened. It just seemed to come out of his hand funny.
Well, the ball's been flipped 3 times by the time it reaches him, and he doesn't have a ton of time. You could see when it comes out of his hand, he did not have the laces when he made that throw.
Great interview again with Dove Stickler. Started football as a defensive end. They flipped him to tight end before he would later become a quarterback in 7th grade. Handoff. Cochran up the middle, drops his shoulder. He's going to pull several Warriors ahead, and that'll be enough for a first down. 10-yard carry for Brady Cochran, and another Airco first down.
We got another Warrior down.
Another injury timeout. We'll be right back.
Tonight's coverage of Round Rock Dragons football is brought to you by Hughes Insurance Group, your local, independent insurance broker. Whether it's auto, home, commercial, or life insurance, Hughes works with dozens of top-rated companies to find you the perfect fit at the best price. No gimmicks, just real coverage tailored to you. Protect what matters most. Call Hughes Insurance Group today and score big. From delivery day to every stage of womanhood, Dr. Marco Uribe is here for it all. Born in Laredo, trained at Yale, and trusted in Austin for over 20 years. Whether it's hormone therapy, surgery, or compassionate care, Dr. Uribe delivers more than medicine. He delivers confidence. Moving soon?
Able to walk off on his own.
Dragons looking to put this game out of touch here with this drive and really make a statement.
Brady Cochran in the backfield. Dove Stickler, handoff goes Cochran.
He wrestled down by 2 Warriors. Number 13, Jack Cayley, right?
Yep.
Jack Cayley, and then I couldn't get the number of the other one.
Jack Haley is the one who wrapped him up and wrestled him down. So we'll give him the credit.
So
But
he's having himself a pretty decent game right now.
picks up 5 on the carry, brings up 2nd down and 5 from the 34-yard line for the Dragons. Another carry by Cochran, and that's going to be a 6-yard carry. I didn't realize he even got that much, the way that he just moved that.
And in comes Cerwaitis for Brady.
The bowling ball. I love the way he runs, too.
Yeah, Westwood looking tired. They just look tired. Dragons are now this is one of those pulverizing drives.
Handoff Cerwaitis. Oh, he jukes a couple. Finally taken down at the 21-yard line.
Just no answer right now. Westwood has no answer. If you're behind, trailing by a few touchdowns, and you cannot stop this run game, it's going to be a long fourth quarter.
That's going to end the third quarter. We're going to be back in a minute.
Tonight's coverage of Round Rock Dragons football is brought to you by Hughes Insurance Group, your local, independent insurance broker. Whether it's auto, home, commercial, or life insurance, Hughes works with dozens of top-rated companies to find you the perfect fit at the best price. No gimmicks, just real coverage tailored to you. Protect what matters most. Call Hughes Insurance Group today and score big.
All righty, we're back from the VIA 313 booth in Round Rock. As we go to the fourth quarter, it's all Round Rock 28-7. And Round Rock threatening again. 2nd down and 3 from the 21-yard line.
They are knocking on the door. You got single coverage down here with no over-the-top help. I'm guessing there's going to be no. We're going to go ahead and run it.
Handoff goes Cerwaitis, and he is thrown down to the ground by number 99 on Westwood.
Looks like there was
Elijah Sanchez.
Looks like there was a bust in the offensive line. It's like 3 or 4 Westwood Warriors just came straight through the line and nowhere to run for Cerwaitis.
Brady Cochran back in the game. Jack Oppel is in at quarterback.
And here's the danger. You look at Westwood kind of stacking the box.
Now you got Barry one-on-one over there.
Handoff goes Cochran. He slips through. Across the twin to the 5, drops his shoulder. Touchdown, Dragons. Wow.
That's a beast mode run.
What a
there.
run.
Some would say a grown man run.
That's a dude play right there.
Well, it looked like he was stuffed up behind the line. Right as soon as he broke containment of the offensive line, he kind of got stuffed up and then exploded. Hesitated just enough for his blockers to catch up with him, and then the rest was history.
Man. I want to go back and look at it. I mean, he just sheds this tackle off right here from I believe it's like number 6. And throws one off there.
There's a stiff arm.
Throws
There's your
another
angry
one off.
run.
I mean, that's angry run of the day.
Brady Cochran, send him a scepter.
Say Cafe Cochran open 24/7, 7 days a week, serving touchdowns. Yes.
Did you practice that one, Hank?
Yes, I did.
Did you rehearse that
I
one?
sit there in front of my mirror every single day, and I go.
You got a little composition notebook like Deion Sanders where you're
Yes.
writing down, where could I drop it?
Words of
what do I
affirmation.
I love it. Well played.
I'm nice, I'm handsome, and gosh darn it, people like me.
People like
People like me.
What a drive by the Dragons, really putting an exclamation point on that, just really punishing the defense of Westwood.
Irizarry in for the attack on the extra point. Snap, kick is up.
It's good. Making it Dragons 35-7 with 11:15 left to go in the fourth quarter. See y'all later.
This Dragons broadcast is brought to you by River Rock Landscaping, where your yard becomes your favorite place to be. From custom designs to turf, irrigation, and outdoor living spaces, they turn ordinary into oasis. Locally owned, proudly Round Rock. Call River Rock Landscaping or visit rrlltx.com to start your dream yard today.
And we're back from the V313 booth. Game time broadcasting here. This one's all Dragons tonight, 35-7. Hank Oppel, Justin DePriest. This is Bob Slocum on the call tonight. Brady Cochran just willed himself in on that touchdown run. And you just said it. They just stacked the box on him, too.
Say there's like
They
9.
knew it was coming, and they still couldn't stop. That's the other insulting part. They're like, we're going to hand it off to Cochran, probably
Again.
in the middle. We got to stop him, and then he goes 20 yards for the touchdown.
There's 8 to 9 dudes in the box, and he throws 2 of them off himself.
Deep kick.
Be a
And that one's
touchback.
going to bounce about 8 yards deep into the end zone, out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And it'll be 1st and 10 for Westwood from the 25-yard line.
That's a heck of a kick. I mean, that was 5-6 yards deep. I mean, he was already shown he's got the power there to do that. And that's a great weapon to have. When you look at the coach, look at special teams and some of these teams with incredible, return guys you want to be careful with.
And here it is, the replay.
Back and
Get out of my way. I mean, that is pure will and determination that I am going to beat you mano a mano.
Sounds like a lot like a guy named Cam Scattaboo.
Cam
Get
Scattaboo.
off me.
Brady
Leave me alone.
Cochran has become Cam Scattaboo. Back to pass under pressure, and he's going to go down. It's going to be
95.
So there was a flag on the play.
Well, it came out really late. You know what that always tells you, Hank? It's usually your quarterback sits back there and comes out late.
So let's see.
Almost always an interior offensive lineman. I think
Yep.
I want to stand him right next to the quarterback, actually.
it's the Heat Lions, Evan Anders on the play.
So to add insult to injury, not only did your quarterback get sacked, but you lost 10 yards. But you also had a holding penalty.
Interesting rotation of quarterback. 16 in now. Handoff is Allen. Oh, and that's snuffed out immediately.
Immediately defensive end.
Number 20,
Jack Winsing.
We've said his name a lot tonight.
Jason Nold and Jack Wensing. Linebackers have absolutely been dudes tonight. And you said it earlier when you got here, right? That about how Allen, low center of gravity, very strong base, hard to get down. The second half, the defensive coordinator, the coaches here made a great adjustment because they've really shut him down.
Now,
They haven't been going back to him like they were in the first half.
3-man rush and a dime look.
Back to pass. Under pressure, steps up while getting pulled down. That ball's out. That's a fumble.
Ref goes and
What
picks
the
it up.
umpire scoops it. Go to the replay on this one. I thought,
I'm about to say,
let's watch the replay.
That's going to be really funny.
Oh, no, he knocked it out.
I mean, look,
Incomplete.
That was so blatant. I thought,
there you go.
He's done it.
Look, number 3, I believe. Who's number 3? That's Omar.
Omar
And Omar was
Estrada.
like, let me get, no, never mind. It's my ball. Sorry, sir.
Really, the ump? That's brave. He's braver than I am. These are big dudes out there. Maybe the older I get, the bigger these high schoolers seem.
Stronger, too.
Westwood out to punt.
From the 1.
Maybe a fake. Nope. No return man.
Ball bounces and comes back across the 40. Finally going to be down at the 41-yard line on the Westwood side. It'll be 1st and 10 when we come back.
Tonight's coverage of Round Rock Dragons football is brought to you by Hughes Insurance Group, your local, independent insurance broker. Whether it's auto, home, commercial, or life insurance, Hughes works with dozens of top-rated companies to find you the perfect fit at the best price. No gimmicks, just real coverage tailored to you. Protect what matters most. Call Hughes Insurance Group today and score big.
Okay, we're back. 1st and 10 for the Dragons from they marked it at the 40. Handoff up the middle. Nowhere to run. Still moving the pile.
So quarterback number 5, Jack Opple, senior quarterback, really known for just his legs creating opportunities in the running game. Also can throw, is now checked in. This is kind of one of those things that's almost worst case scenario for Westwood because now I have no idea what's about to happen to us.
And Serwatis in at running back. The other thing to keep in mind when you're talking about Jack Opple also has 623 yards. 807 yards and 5 touchdown passes. He keeps it run out of bounds. Also see a lot of maturity in your younger brother. Knowing to slide, when to get out of bounds, not to take the unnecessary hit.
He's a lot more mature than the older brother.
I would agree.
Mean, all right, before we start spouting nonsense here, me personally at quarterback, I didn't run out of bounds. Heck no. That was frowned upon.
Did you hear the coffee with coaches this morning? Okay, because I asked Dove Stickler, since Shia's a defensive tackle, I said, since you get to wear that little red jersey all week, does your brother ever take cheap shots at you at home, like hip check you into a wall?
He's like, he's protected too much. Practice.
Round Rock timeout. Don't really know for what. Maybe some procedure problems or something's going on, but no, I didn't run out of bounds.
So looking back, as we were talking about this earlier, 25-6A football. Right now, you got Hutto is beating Stony Point. You got to be a top 4 teams. The top 4 teams right now, Hutto, McNeil, Vandergrift, Round Rock. Hutto, 4-0. McNeil, 4-1. Vandergrift, 3-1. And Round Rock at 3-2. So, like I said, Round Rock, you win. You're winning tonight with 9 minutes left. You're left to play, you're on a bye. Then we go Stony Point and Vandergrift. So you're in the driver's seat there. Meanwhile, Hutto and Vandergrift, when you look at their schedules, Hutto plays Stony Point tonight. They're winning this game.
Hand off Cochran. Gets to the outside. Stays on his feet. There's a flag on the play. Maybe it looked like his head jerked back a little bit.
Yeah, I was going to say, usually right there at the point of attack is going to be some type of face mask or personal foul. Let's see what they have.
He's pointing at, the referees are pointing at the Round Rock offensive lineman.
Pushing the back.
Yeah, blocking the back on the Dragons.
Probably right there close to the ball.
uncharacteristic night for your Dragons. A lot of flags.
Yeah, when it comes to penalties, very uncharacteristic.
Yeah, I would be curious on that stat, how many yards, how many yards total offense we're going to have by the end of this, but how many yards did we sacrifice with silly penalties, holding, lots of holding, which, again, a little unusual.
Make it 3rd and long here for the Dragons.
Hank, they might be using some of your footage for film day, and these players are not going to like you very much.
I do know Coach Moore watched the game tape last week. Oh, it was a play action. It was a keeper. They're going to call false start against Round Rock. That's going to move them back 5 more. It was 3rd and 12. That's going to make it 3rd and 17 from the 47. Coach Moore is not going to be happy on this one.
Not the direction you want to be going. Like, we should be continuing this drive, just grinding out the clock, but we've stopped it now 3 times the last 3 plays.
Be 3rd and very long now. Be 3rd and 17 officially. Curious to see what the Dragons scheme up here. If we're going to take a deep shot.
Oppel, back to pass, screen pass set up perfectly. Cochran across the 30 and driven out of bounds just past the first down marker for another Airco first down. Picked up 19, needed 17, got 19, 1st and 10, Round Rock.
And there's the threat we were talking about. You don't know what they're going to throw at you with Jack. It's kind of the arch of last year's Longhorns. Comes in, he's obviously a pass threat. We know he's got a good arm. We know he can sling it, but he's also fast. So he adds that dynamic you just don't see with Doe, who's an incredible pocket passer.
Handoff, Serwatis.
He's going to get dragged down. Looks like he's going to gain at least 2 yards here for the Dragons.
It's 5 Warriors on the hit.
A tribe.
You got a tribe.
A tribe. Tribe of Warriors.
I'm impressed, Hank. You're doing well. Young Jedi.
What was it? Well, it wasn't a flock of dragons. What was it?
A horde of
A
dragons.
horde of dragons.
I'm going to try to find that down.
What would we say for like Vandergrift, like the Vipers, like
It's a brood.
a brood or like a den of Vipers, a brood.
Please feel free to correct us.
And
All
brood.
of our Cliff Clayton facts at any time on comments.
And another flag.
We've got illegal motion here. We got too many people were not set.
Yep.
Oh, delay a game.
Oh,
We didn't get
okay.
it off in time. And we had 2 people moving at the same time. We got to pull ourselves together here. Stopping the clock.
Well, we're going to a bye week. Coach Moore and the coaching staff, Coach Tenney, definitely have a lot to work on the penalty side. But tip of your cap to Coach Tenney and the game he's called so far tonight.
Yeah, a lot of variety, a lot of different packages. What's really interesting about the Dragons' offense is how it's continued to evolve.
Serwatis shoots himself out to the right.
And another flag, probably a horse
That-
collar tackle if I'm not
Yeah, it's going to be on Westwood for sure. It's going to be on the tackle 22.
Like someone almost got pulled down to the ground.
What?
holding on the offense.
Holding on a Round Rock. I say what because he threw it right at the tackle.
Yeah.
Where the tackle was
Yeah, he
made
definitely indicated
at
that.
the point of gain.
You know, Bob, you're talking about Tenney and just the play calls, the packages, the way the offense has evolved with the 2 quarterback system is really, really interesting, and it makes it very hard to defend. I love that we're exploring that option here.
Handoff, Serwatis cuts it back.
It'll bring the Dragons back around to the line to gain.
3rd and 9.
Serwatis took a hard hit there at the end. Got up a little bit slow running off the field here.
Alex Cochran into the game for running back.
3rd and 9. Oppel still in a quarterback. High snap, play action, rolls to his right. Ball's away. It looks like Carson Griffin just shy of the first down, but that's going to make a very manageable fourth down. Give Coach Moore a tough decision here.
Well, that was a great read by Jack. But and here's what he does with his feet is he doesn't just run for first downs. He can give himself a little bit more time in the pocket, does a jump throw, and connects over the middle to the receiver coming from the opposite side of the field. It was a great overall executed play.
Still Apple. He on the keeper. He's going to tuck it and run.
And he's going to get just enough for a first down.
Oh, there's a late hit.
That's a late hit. 100%.
Absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, I hate when the frustration of the game kind of carries over into people diving on the pile late.
I mean, he's obviously down.
Yeah, anytime you hit a quarterback like that, it's going to be 15 yards.
He gets there, he's on the ground, immediately comes in for the hit. I mean, that's
pretty
just
blatant.
dirty.
It's about as blatant as it can be.
And I'm going to give a little shout out here to number 80.
That right there, I mean, that's you got to protect your quarterback.
Jacob Moore kind of gave the guy a shove, was like, yeah, you ain't doing that to my quarterback.
So
He said get off of him.
So
Yeah, we ain't playing that.
No, that's having your buddy's back right there.
Right there. That's having some pride, especially in your team. Number 55 into the game for the Dragons. I believe that's Marcus Naranjo.
Alex Cochran in the pistol. Handoff goes Cochran, kicks it outside, cuts it back in, touchdown Dragons.
You're not stopping him. He turned the corner. He's like, I'm going all downhill.
He said, hey, Brady, watch this one.
Immediately makes great cuts. I mean, you can't let your brother have all the fun here. So, I mean, you're just going to go back and I mean, look,
watch when he turns the corner.
Great cutback right there. Boom.
And you get a little horse collar tackle in there.
Love it.
Watch it again. Great blocking by number 77, the right tackle on the other side. Really sealing the dude.
Kick is up. Kick is good. And Dragons running away with this one, 42-7, with 4:35 left to play in the second quarter.
This Dragons broadcast is brought to you by River Rock Landscaping, where your yard becomes your favorite place to be. From custom designs to turf, irrigation, and outdoor living spaces, they turn ordinary into oasis. Locally owned, proudly Round Rock. Call River Rock Landscaping or visit rrlltx.com to start your dream yard today.
All righty, we're back here from Round Rock, Texas. Your Round Rock Dragons pulling away from this one, 42-7 on homecoming night.
Dragons really making a statement in 25-6A here, coming out and really putting a thumping on the Warriors tonight.
We saw this after the Vista Ridge, right? A game they kind of felt like they could have and should have won. They came back and dominated both McNeil and Cedar Ridge. Another tough loss last week. We felt like we gave that one away as well, had a chance to win it. Here's Ari out to kick.
Coach been letting them kick it deep. Let's see what their strategy is here.
It's another kick deep. Out of bounds, unfortunately.
That's going to be a flag.
Just a little bit too close to the sideline, but still plenty of leg. I mean, that ball was hammered. Hank, as a player, what are you doing on your bye week? How does the coach keep you guys together? What does that look like from a player standpoint?
Well, my bye week, I mean, you're still practicing. You're still doing things. Of course, it's more of a development week. You're more looking like rehab injuries, make sure people stay safe. But really, they hit us hard in the weight room, trying to get us back in an intense weight room. We ran a phase 1 workout again, which is commonly the hardest thing we run in the off season. And so just trying to keep the intensity there while not hurting ourselves as well.
Waits back in, hands off, goes to Allen, and that is snuffed out quickly.
4 Dragons back there. A horde, if you will.
A horde of dragons.
And it's 42 Ryder Sledge with the tackle for a loss.
Company with Anders and Luke Ramsey back there as well.
You're seeing fresh legs, and that's the insult to injury now, right?
But the thing is that the fresh legs play just as well.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean,
and I love seeing. I called him out earlier. Luke Ramsey out there with broken wrist and a broken hand and a broken finger on the other hand. 2 separate injuries. Tape it up, cast it up, and get him out there. Handoff goes Allen, and that one is sniffed out immediately.
I believe that is again some extracurriculars after the play. A Round Rock player's helmet came off.
And that was 88 Luke Ramsey on the tackle.
There's, you guys talked about this really well earlier, but talked about just the rivalry. It's really, when games are not close like this, that's when it kind of it can get out of hand if not.
Get out of hand, yeah, especially when, I expect most of their starters to still be in for Westwood, and they still can't move the football. I mean, that's just.
Right, against second, third string, which
it's a bad.
Proving that be a big challenge for them now because you got players coming in, like I said, fresh legs, and they are ready to rock and roll.
Maddox Logue coming in the game.
Number 31, Reese Yost out there playing corner.
Reese Yost on the bottom of your screen. Handoff goes Allen. He's going to slide through a couple of tackles, and he's going to fight his way. That's a great run for 9.
Quite give him the first down. It's going to be 4th and 1.
Picked up 11, needed 12 for the first down.
Wouldn't be surprised if they go ahead and go for it here with 2:45 and ticking in the 4th quarter.
You don't think it's time to play it safe anymore, Hank?
No. They're going to send out the punt team, but who knows? They might fake this punt. So, but really.
I agree. I'm like, what do you have to lose? I mean, I would.
And there's no returner back there for Round Rock.
Mason Estrada in the game now. Brandon Nicewander also in on the defensive line.
This is the ultimate kind of white flag moment here if they go ahead and punt this.
I mean, I expect to see.
And there's your punt.
I expect to see a bunch of new faces.
And that ball just dies at the 39. Yeah, they don't give extra points for, blowing out another team. It doesn't matter. Win is a win. It doesn't matter if it's a 1 point or a 40 point.
This is a good win, a good kind of comeback win. Round Rock, I think they've had great intensity throughout the game. Maybe a little bit too much in the beginning with a handful of penalties that we all witnessed. But this is a really solid statement, and I think will carry a lot of momentum going into that week you're talking about, Hank, the off week for us.
So a big announcement. This is a college score. Number 2 Miami has gone down to unranked Louisville.
Wow.
Carson Beck, 4 interceptions.
Wow.
That's
29-year-old Carson Beck.
Yeah, this is his 9th year of college football.
9th year of college football.
He's on his second marriage, guys.
He's a homeowner, 3 children.
I heard a grandchild's on the way.
He's paying taxes.
Didn't he play in college against Aaron Rodgers?
Well, this is his 9th school, okay?
High snap.
Tackled.
Number 10 and a quarterback.
Duarte. Parker Duarte in a quarterback.
So I expect to see a bunch
Alex
of
Cochran with the run. Let's go to a couple of local scores here. Cedar Park over Glen, 52-21. Vista Ridge pulling a tight one, 27-24 against Cedar Ridge.
That's a big game. If Vista is to drop that game, that's big playoff implications right there.
Very big.
And that would help the Dragons a lot since Vista has the head-to-head over them.
It's all Lake Belton, 45-0 over Leander. Temple, 28. Colleen, 14. Hutto, 49. Stony Point, 29. Parker in at quarterback. Handoff goes Alex Cochran. Oh, never mind. It was a play action. Tackled for a loss.
Good read. Nowhere really to go there. You made the right decision by pulling the ball on that option, but you had three guys staring at you as soon as you pulled it. So there's kind of a busted play there from the beginning. 3rd and long for the Dragons.
In the battle of the unbeatens, Dripping Springs leading Lake Travis 7-0
Oh, that's
in the 4th quarter.
That's a major state game right there, and that's huge for that district. There's not many teams in that district. That's why they play like 4 preseason games or 4 non-conference games. And so
those are 2 powerhouses.
I mean, Dripping Springs over the past 10 to 15 years has really became a powerhouse program and constantly in the 3rd and 4th round of Texas State playoffs.
That one goes to Cochran, and he's going to be tackled for a loss, wrapped around his legs.
Not much you could do there. I mean,
number 53 for Westwood, Teddy Kabelka with the tackle.
10 seconds left. They are allowing the clock to run. It's game 42-7. I think they turned off the play clock.
Well, Hank, I think we've got a couple of clips we could show here.
so I think this is one of them.
Thanks to Vista Equity. And Bob Tabor for bringing you instant replay tonight. So I'm waiting for the second half stats, but as we watch some of these highlights here, let's take a look at first half. In the first half action, first downs, Westwood 4, Round Rock 9. Rushing yards, 19 rushes for 21 yards for the Warriors, 10 for only 12 yards for Round Rock. The big difference, though, 50 passing yards compared to Round Rock's 199. Completion attempts and touchdowns, 5 of 11 with 1 touchdown for the Warriors. Round Rock, uncharacteristic in the fact 15 for 24. Dove Stickler came in tonight with an 86% completion rate. Jack Oppel's at 61%, nothing to sneeze at. We also talk a lot about very different styles. Early on, Coach Tenney got Jack Oppel on the move. Very dangerous to tuck the ball and run, but also very, very good on the run, throwing the ball down the field. Couple big plays here rushing in the first half. Dylan Yeager, 2 carries, 2 yards. Brady Cochran, 5 carries, 14 yards, and that touchdown. Let's see. I know Jack Oppel, 1 carry for 2 yards and a touchdown. For your Westwood, it was all Cooper Waits. Cooper Waits was the quarterback. He had minus 29 yards on a bad snap. Really not his fault there. Wade Allen, 15 carries, 57 yards. And Maps Mephis had 1 carry for minus 1 yards. For receiving, it was number 17, Ryan Eosin, 1 for 9 yards. Charlie Fry, 1 for 2. Asher David, 1 for 14 and a touchdown. Drew Norrell in the first half only had 1 catch for 1 yard, and Mejias had 1 catch for 24 yards. For your Round Rock Dragons, really Dylan Yeager, 7 catches, 98 yards and a touchdown in the first half. Daniel Berry's numbers in the first half, 4 catches, 70 yards. Carson Griffin, 1 catch for 3 yards. Dylan Harper, 2 for 11. And Brady Cochran, 1 for 17. Did you play that? Did we find that clip of that touchdown run that he had?
Which one?
The one that both Brady and Alex had. Why don't we run those real quick?
Say Brady, I think was. Let me look for it. I think it was this one. Here, yep.
And we want to congratulate Luke Ramsey.
Here's Brady's. Here's Alex's touchdown run right here, and I'm gonna look for Brady's real quick.
want to thank the Great American Rivalry Series presented by the United States Marine Corps. And congratulations to the recipient of the scholarship, Luke Ramsey.
So here's an on the field cam of our homecoming.
And Hank, correct me if I'm wrong. This is the battle of the what is it? The bell.
Battle of the Bell.
There's a bell that the winning school will keep in their lobby, I guess, until the next year when they play again. Right, the winner always takes the bell back to the lobby.
Yeah. Yeah, and then look, here's Brady Cochran saying, "You're not taking my bell. You're not taking my bell."
Oh,
You're
no,
not
let's just
taking my
replay that
bell."
one. Let's go back and replay this one.
So right here, he's like, "No, my bell." Goes, "No,
Get
my
out.
bell."
Get out of my way.
Good. Yeah, we're just gonna.
That little bit of hesitation, right in, right there.
He said, "Get off me."
He had a touchdown in the first half. It's almost like his mom said, "Hey, you ain't coming home until you get two, bud. Sorry, we ain't playing this game."
I guess Alex. I mean, you're not eating dinner unless you get in the end zone too. So it's.
You know, Alex is a great story because you talk about, Coach Moore in the interviews talk about how the way he worked so hard in practice, the way he played on special teams, made the coaches want to get him in the game, and he's done an outstanding job seizing the opportunity. Yeah, no, go back again.
I mean, it's like
Good.
he's like dribbling. He's like, all right, boom.
I'm ready to call an offensive player of the game.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm going Brady Cochran
yeah. Brady
all the
Cochran,
way.
100%. In case y'all missed from the 30 replays I've done, dribbles him like a basketball, cuts him back, and then drags another guy into the end zone.
Get out of my way. It's even good. No, play it though, because even when he gets towards the end zone,
I mean, it's just like,
there's no way he's not getting in the end zone. That's at the 15-yard line, 14-yard line, for crying out loud. Actually, go back. How many? Let's count how many they have in the box there.
oh yeah, hold on, let's go.
And let's give a shout out to the unsung hero, the offensive line, creating these holes.
They start this play. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 men in the box compared to our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blockers. You don't count the quarterback in the box. So we are down a man in the box, technically. And that safety's over top. The corner is not very far away. We proceed to run it right up the gut and dribble somebody to the end.
I love the last one, too, on the 2-yard line.
Dude, just like, you can't teach that.
No, you
don't.
cannot.
You don't. I mean,
That's probably playing that play over and over years and years with your brothers.
Yeah.
The Cochran family.
Oh, yeah.
Athletes that they are.
Oh, yeah.
like, I'm just waiting for to get an interview with him so he can take off his shirt. He'll rip his shirt off and be like Cam Scatterby. And just be
Again, I don't pick them, but I'm going to I want the Cochran brothers on my next interviews.
that dude. You should ask for him.
And defensively, I'm leaning Jason Knowles. That first half, he had so many plays, but I mean, the Jason Knowles was in on a ton of plays. Jack Wensing was in on a ton of plays, and who am I thinking here? It was Hunter Wyndham was in on a bunch of plays.
I love Winston tonight. Not only had tackles and assists, he just created commotion wherever he was. Offensive line for the Warriors really had a hard time kind of controlling him. And a huge fan of his. That was a great effort. He'd be my pick for a defensive player.
I mean, we can't really forget about this play right here, that trickery we had on that punt when Harper gives it to Yeager. Yeah. I mean, give it to Yeager and then.
Well, I think really what caught him off guard, if you see they're already on the right hash,
Yeah.
the right hash when he catches it. So defense is thinking there's no way they're handing it to Yeager, this really small running lane right here. And then by the time they get up thinking that, he's by them or over the top of them.
And we're going to have Adam Ferguson's, I think his grandmother's in town today, but his grandfather, I believe, is going to be here against Vandergrift. So make sure you stop up in the booth, so long as you're not scared of heights, because it's a metal crate in the back of a building. My wife thinks it's a little sketchy. She made sure my life insurance was paid.
I'm not a fan of heights myself, but I feel like it's kind of like Fear Factor. Remember that old show with Joe Rogan?
Yes.
Walking on heights stuff and swimming with sharks.
The only way you can make it better is the fact that we have no elevator here. We got to carry a bunch of gear up and down every game. So you got to balance yourself while scared to death and not looking down.
Well, here's another play I like to replay that the Dragons committed tonight. It was that head top by Barry, that grown man catch that we keep seeing from him, where he just goes, "Yeah, that's mine." I mean, DB's there.
Well, let's slow it down as we get towards. If we can slow that down, I want to see in the end zone if he fell into the end zone.
I mean, like, it goes up. He's like, "Thank you."
Catch at the high point.
And see, I think that.
Yeah, he's down. That's
down,
a great call.
say.
Great officiating.
So, like, right here, his butt is down, and that ball has not crossed the plane.
Just in front.
I mean, if we really want to.
And man, kudos to the Austin official. It's the Austin Tasso on a great call here. Well positioned. Great catch.
I mean, he just goes up and takes it away from a guy. I mean, this is 2 weeks. I mean, we really have been seeing it all week, but finally he's starting to come down with those catches, those big time, big moment, like, you're our dude to go up and get the football, and he's been doing it.
In the third quarter, he had that slant, that quick slant from Stifler, caught him stride, stopped it, threw the defender off of him, and went for 6. I mean,
I think this is it right here. Yeah, right here. I mean, just threw him off. Got hawked, but, I mean, still a great play by Barry.
Dude, he's a dude. Some college is going to get one heck of a young man, one heck of a receiver next year.
Just
That's 20 yards after contact.
This is the. What's that one? And multiple times we almost had interceptions. I mean, this defense played really well. I mean, multiple times. We're going to watch this clip right here. I mean, wow. He is a foot away from an interception right there. Very close.
We're playing all the replays.
Yeah. So, and it's just like a lot of Dragon defense just played really well this game. And they were a few steps away from like not letting them score and putting them away. And so at the end of the game, this game ended 42-7 Dragons. But honestly, this could have been much worse for the Westwood Warriors.
well, not to mention, you think. I mean, we talked about it a little bit in the third, but how many penalties slowed down in the third and fourth? But the first half, how many times were the Dragons? I mean, the worst field position is not when they gave it to us; it's when we gave it to ourselves by going backwards with multiple holding penalties in a row.
I mean, we also missed a couple of key catches and throws tonight that were pretty deep and thrown really well by Dove. Just
a hair out of the reach.
Just a hair out of the reach. Like, we can watch this one real quick. I mean, that one hits our hands, and we kind of, let's say, you can tell. And I mean, that DB does get a hand in there and kind of slap it down a bit. But then I believe if we go back to another one, I mean, same thing except to Harper, and it hits the outside of that hand. It's where you want the ball placed at that point, that backside shoulder, to keep the DB from getting to it. And, I mean, it just clips his hand.
Like you said, that's like the deeper fields pass quarterback.
Hey, I just want to give a special shout out. Aaron Oppel down on the field with a camera, producers, executive producers, Chris Brogdon, Melissa Slocum, Justin the Priest, Hank Oppel. Thank you. Without these folks, this doesn't happen. This doesn't happen.
So now we're watching Round Rock Dragons. I believe this is a homecoming performance and also the performance they're taking to state. I believe this is usually when they do that. Round Rock always going far and pretty. I think we've won state a few times.
Yes.
When I was a senior, they went to London to play. So this is a nationally recognized band.
No, they were. We get the opportunity to go to all these different games and see it last weekend, and not even with home cooking would I say that it's just an incredible performance, very detailed.
I mean, look at this. I've gone to a few A&M games this year, and it's like watching the Aggie band. Just like you don't know where they're going, but they never hit each other. They're always playing.
Some people might be offended by that.
Well, you talk about the amount of work that these kids put in too, right?
And you know where they're doing it? Back there's a black big old piece of tarmac.
Yeah.
And they're in the summer they come up here, same time fall camp starts, and they're dying out there. I honestly do. And I mean, from where I live, I can hear the metronome. I can hear them practicing, and I can even hear them during the games. And it's like they're sweating their butts off out here to give us a performance. And they're really good at what they do. Really good. Got to give shout out to Rock Band.
Yeah, and while we're watching the band couple, we got the update. So from a scoreboard, from a box score, Westwood would put up their lone touchdown. It was Round Rock scored first. Dylan Yeager on a 17-yard pass from Dove Stickler. Then Westwood would answer. Asher David, 14-yard pass from Cooper Waits. It would be Santiago Irizarry would tack on the extra point for Round Rock. Meanwhile, Joshua Jack would kick the extra point for Westwood, making it a 7-7 game.
What was I want to know what our passing attempts and how many.
Yep, I'll get through all that. For Round Rock, they would then rattle off after that Westwood score 35 unanswered points. That would be Brady Cochran on a 1-yard run, Jack Oppel on a 2-yard run, Daniel Berry in the third quarter on a 40-yard pass from Dove Stickler. It would be Brady Cochran with the beast 25-yard run that I think we showed on replay about a few dozen times. Alex Cochran would tack on an 8-yard run. Irizarry would answer every single one of those with an extra point. Now, as for first downs, Westwood on the night, 4 in the first half, only 2 in the second half.
Talk about dominance on one side of the football. I mean, you allowed 6 first downs throughout an entire game.
Round Rock would have 21, 9 in the first half, 21 total on the night, 6 first downs to 21. You had rushing yards, 29 carries for 25 yards. They were 19 for 21 at halftime. Second half, Westwood would be held 10 carries for 4 yards.
I think. How many times? I mean, in the first quarter, their first series, they snapped the ball. What they lose 10 or 15 yards on that, and a couple of other times. I mean, that's also just destroying their rushing yards whenever you're either taking a sack or snapping the ball by your quarterback.
And I think we said earlier, before the game started, that they averaged 190 on the ground, or 189 on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Westwood coming in this game, and we held them to 25 yards.
Yep, we had 30. We had 10 carries for 12 yards in the first half. We ended the game 38 carries for 183 yards, and then let's get to passing. 50 in the first half, 71 total. So only 21 in the second half for Westwood. Round Rock, 270 on the night.
Passing yards?
199 in the first half. So tip the cap to Coach Tenney, who came out firing on all cylinders with an air attack in the first half, and then would come back in the second half and pound it on the ground.
That's what you do. You just control the entire game.
Completion attempts, Hank, like you asked, Westwood would be 6 of 19, 1 touchdown. Round Rock, 19 of 29, 2 touchdowns. Return yards, 7 for 7 return yards for the Warriors, 88 for Round Rock.
Wow.
4 fumbles, none of them lost for the Warriors. Round Rock had 1 fumble, and it was lost. Third down conversions, here you go. This is where defense starts to separate. 1 for 12 attempts on third down. 1 for 12 on third down conversions. Round Rock was 5 of 12. Something to work on the bye week. Fourth down, 1 for 2. Had that real impressive pass to Norrell for Westwood. Round Rock was 1 for 4 on fourth down conversions. 1 sack for 1 yard loss. Meanwhile, Round Rock, 2 sacks for 17 yards. Punts, 9 for 37. Adam Ferguson would only have to punt twice, 2 for 41 yards.
I want to know how many yards they lost on those missed snaps. Like how many yards that took away from them.
It doesn't break that out. I don't get that. But, I mean, you look at the rushing yards. They had 21 rushing yards. They ended the game with 25. On the rushing, let's go through some of the stats here. Rushing, Cooper Waits, quarterback, 5. Here's your answer. 5 minus 20. And all of those were not his fault. They were bad snaps. Wade Allen would have 21 carries, 63 yards. This is one of the better running backs. I think Brady Cochran's the best running back in district from what I've seen so far. You got Maps Mias, 1 for minus 1. As for your Round Rock Dragons for rushing, Dylan Yeager, 2 carries, 2 yards. Brady Cochran, 15 carries, 80 yards, 2 touchdowns. You've got Ryan Serwatis, 9 carries, 36 yards. Jack Oppel, 7 carries, 73 yards, and a touchdown. Wow. Alex Cochran, 3 carries, 4 yards, and a touchdown.
And Bob, think about how many times Jack was actually in the game, like the way that they split time, and just within those 7 plays, how much, and the backs are getting a lot more touches, a lot more carries, a lot more opportunities. It just goes to show you when you throw someone that athletic back there, you're not accounting for it with a typical quarterback, with your typical defensive setup.
Yeah. And passing wise, I mean, Jack only threw the ball twice, 2 for 2 for 24 yards, so 100% completion rate. When he came in, we saw him stack the box, and that just set up perfect play action. Got to give him a lot of credit. Under pressure, man in his face, that was the other completion. Dove Stickler, meanwhile, 17 of 27, 246 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Receiving or passing for the Warriors, Waits was 5 of 14, 70 yards, 1 touchdown. Number 16, Smith, saw a lot of action. He was 1 of 5. I didn't realize he only threw the ball 5 times. You also had, from a receiving standpoint, Ryan Eason, 1 for 9. Charlie Fry, 1 for 2. Asher David, 1 for 14 and the touchdown, the sole touchdown. Drew Norrell, they kept him pretty quiet tonight. He was 2 for 22 yards. And Mihis was 1 for 24. For Round Rock, Dylan Yeager, 2 catches, 22. No, sorry, correction. That's 8 catches, 105 yards, and a touchdown. Daniel Berry, 5 catches, 110 yards, and a touchdown. Carson Griffin, 1 for 3. Dylan Harper, 2 catches for 11 yards. Brady Cochran, 2 receptions, 35 yards. And Ryan Llewellyn, 1 grab for 6 yards.
What a night for the Dragons. What a night.
So, again, we're on a bye week next week. We are back against, we're on the road, Kelly Reeves, about 4 miles away, Stony Point, and then Vandergrift. Game of the year will be back here. We'll have coffee with coaches on November 7th, and then we'll be out here for the tailgate party, 4:30 to 6:30. Kickoff at 7 p.m. Once again, special thank you to our entire staff that brings this to you, to all of our sponsors from River Rock Landscapes, Dr. Marco Uribe, Austin, OBGYN and Fertility, from Austex Moving, Airco, Electrical and Air Conditioning. Can't forget Jason Hughes, the Hughes Insurance Group, and a very special shout out to our latest sponsor, Bob Tabor, who brought you Vista Equity Wealth Partners, who brought you the instant replay. Without him, it wouldn't be here. So with that being said, thank you to Justin the Priest, Hank Oppel. This is Bob Slocum with Game Time Broadcasting. We'll be back in 2 weeks.